notifications go out here. There goes a local notification. It's a good start. Start with the local. See if the externals go.
Les Peter Guitar Jam.
Moo.
Moo.
Moo. That down. I got that up loud. Okay.
It's so weird because my gaming laptop, that's base resolution is 1440. 1440, right? And my other laptop, the one I'm watching you on right now, the base resolution is 1080p.
Right.
So every time I have watched something on my gaming laptop, it goes to 440 or the highest resolution on YouTube. Every time I open you up on my old laptop, it goes to
1080?
360 or 144p. Because it cannot go up to the max resolution it was on, as it remember I was on the old laptop. So it just go to the lowest instead of fucking go to high def.
Right, because of some re-engineer thought that would be a good idea. Oh, let's start them. And I've seen that happen on my computer too. I'm like, why am I defaulting at 144?
Cheers, Nate.
Yeah, it's every time. I don't get it. Yeah, why not take it from the top down instead of from the... I mean...
They let some child in there to play with the code, and then they didn't check his work, and they've released the update. You know, because YouTube updates automatically. We don't even see the updates. They just happen magically.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not right, because then we don't get an opportunity to say, hey, this update is not working correctly. You know, what you guys did is wrong, and you need to fix it. That would help.
Yeah,
let us help beta test it.
Every single fucking day, right? It's so annoying. It's just a fucking click, but it's annoying.
It's more than a click. You got to click, then you got to scroll through the thing, then you have to look for the right resolution and select it. It's a pain.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's all time consuming, and it's like I said, it's because they put some moron on the code, and he did that. You know, somebody's niece, you know, is working there now that shouldn't be. Obviously, has no idea what she's doing.
Clearly not.
Re-engineers. You gotta love them, right, Sean? Sean, New York again. Okay, let's see. Where are we at with the time stuff? The time stuff we don't know. Because I've got that stuff. There it is. Okay, so we'll just go with 3. I think I could do 321. I think I'll be good. 321. It is 420.
Sean, New York guy. Yup, nay, we love cussing our engineers.
Cussing re-engineers. Yes, we do. Token Tony Z is here too. Hey, Token Tony Z. He's in the Rumble sphere. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Let's refresh that and get a chat number up on there. Okay, great. 2 of you there. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to get ready. Cyber, cheers. Sean, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
And cheers Token Tony Z. All right, man. Cool. All of us are here having fun. No law regarding cannabis.
Cheers.
Richie. Cheers, bro.
Good.
Richie, cheers. How did you find my channel? Are you new? And welcome to the show, Richie.
Richie. Bro, I am often here, but for a few minutes, haha.
Well, I'm glad you finally took the chance to talk to me. Thank you. I like that. I like it when my audience chats. So thank you for that.
Dioxide. Me and Richie are your biggest fans, bro. DCIADU.
Dioxide, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? How are you? Oh, that's good coffee, and I needed it. I started the show. I had a headache, but I got the coffee. I gave my dog a probiotic. I took 4 Advil. And I took 2 probiotics myself. Came over here, sat down, and pretty much it's dealing with whatever was going on inside my head. I think it's dealing with it, so that's good, because I do not want a headache. I've got these...
Headaches fucking suck.
I know. I've got these security cameras in my front yard. I just replaced the batteries in them. They do really well. I'm waiting to catch a bear
Richie,
on them.
we just wait for tomorrow's salary to get proper stoned both.
Wait, Dioxide, you and Richie know each other personally? Are you guys like sitting together? DZIADU. What does that mean?
Richie. Almost. Dioxide. We living together.
That's awesome.
Laughing face.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is so cool. I get 2 viewers in one house. Guess what, guys? The market is recovering. And if we look over here, we're all the way down. Pepe's at 12. Hey, Tula.
Hi.
Hello. 12.7% Pepe. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in the green.
Sean, you're
one of ours right here at Impact XP is in there.
Hi, Tula.
Harmony 1, there's Ethereum.
Richie.
ICP.
It just looks like, look, Nays have live stream, laughing face.
It just looks like, look, Nays have live stream. Make sure to tune in tomorrow at 11. We're going to have Willie Bragg on. He's going to have me on his show for a simulcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll be talking about. He might just be doing like an interview with me type thing. I don't know if he has any questions ready. But I got plenty of things to say, that's for sure.
Hi, Sean.
So
Bonsai house.
One of the...
I kinda smells like, oh look, Nays has black shirt, laughing face. Billy Bong Thornton.
I kind of smell like bay rum from Squatch, Dr. Squatch soaps, and I really like it. Anyway, I was telling you something and I forgot what I was saying. Just getting into it. It was...
We talked about Willie.
I'm sorry, what?
Bonsai house.
We talked about Willie.
I smell like burnt moths.
Wooden?
Willie Bragg.
Oh, Willie Bragg. Willie Bragg will be on here tomorrow at 11. I'll be on his show at 11. Something else. I think I was going to talk about something else, but I forgot what it was. Something in the news. Something's going on. Something about... Oh, that's right. So there is a representative that got caught. Check this out. So, Cyber, you know about the bank failure? This new bank that just failed and got bought out by Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's
Billy
a Royal
Thornton.
something bank or some big bank.
Russia.
Huge bank.
Sean the Orca guy. Willie Bragg, that will be fun to watch.
This last Sunday or whenever it was, they announced that they were going under, so the government set up a fire sale to the highest bidders. Basically, were these other banks that stepped in and bought the bank out, so
Sean the Orca
none of the
guy.
customers will lose any of their money.
Doubling the awesomeness, honey.
It's called a bailout, basically. They bailed the bank out, but basically they took it over, so it's not like they just gave them a bunch of money. They bought it. And they bought it at a great price, so everybody wins. The other bank owners get bought out. They walk with a bunch of money. And the customers win because their money doesn't get locked up in a bankruptcy. So business keeps going. Now, that's a great thing. So the bank fails, and before the bank fails, the government's working with these other companies so that they can arrange the sale, right? So, they're in on it. One of our representatives knew, so he had stock in that bank. So he immediately sold it, right? Before the bank went under. This is insider trading. This is what Martha Stewart went to prison for like 6 years. You do insider trading, it's against the law. Nancy Pelosi's done it. A whole bunch of other politicians have done it. They all get away with it. And you wonder why politicians are worth 100 mil, 150 mil. It's because they do insider trading. It's lobbying too, but a lot of it is insider trading. So this woman, she's a representative. She sells off her stock. And then you know what she does? She immediately finds out who the banks are that are purchasing the bank, and then she buys that stock before the whole deal happens.
Wow.
And they caught her. And guess what? She's not breaking the law.
What?
She is a United States politician, and they've got carte blanche. For some reason, they can do insider trading. And AOC, and check this out, AOC, who I can't stand, and Matt Gaetz, on the other side of the aisle, whom I can't stand, have both gotten together and written some legislation that says no more stock trading, period, for anybody that's involved in politics. And I'm like, I can't stand AOC, and I can't stand Matt Gaetz, but they're totally good on this. They're right.
Yeah.
And we have to give them credit. You have to give both AOC and Matt Gaetz credit as much as you freaking hate them. He's a human trafficker. She's just a bold-faced liar. And together, they've actually got something that I agree with. Now, I don't know all the details of it, but the legislation says no more stock trading for politicians. And, of course, that will never pass,
No, probably not, but it's fucking, if politicians is allowed to make insider trades like that, that's fucking bullshit. I can see that they have to probably be allowed to make some money. Outside politics,
do you think
inside trading, that's fucking bullshit.
Cyber, do you think that because they know that legislation won't pass, that this is just on their part, just theatrics, so they look like they're doing our bidding, but they know this bill would never pass? So do you think AOC and Matt Gaetz are just writing this because they know their voters are going to vote for them more?
Probably, yeah, because they are probably inside sweating themselves.
When they've had an
Yeah,
opportunity
there's
to use
probably
their
a lot of
weight.
virtual signaling behind it also, yeah, I would imagine that.
Well, when AOC had an opportunity to use her weight to get legislation passed, she refused to do it. When Matt Gaetz had the opportunity to use his weight to get legislation passed, he's fucking done it just about every time. So those Republicans are crazy, and they try to get things done that they want, and AOC is afraid that she's going to lose favor with the establishment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know what a politician's salary is, but I would imagine that it's quite high, right? So, if they're allowed to fucking circumvent rules that normal people are not allowed to do, that's fucking bullshit. I mean,
Yeah, I think they're
that's
making
kind
a lot
of
of money.
rules for Lee, but not for me, right?
Definitely making more than the average pay, whatever, which is around $35,000 or $40,000 a year, and then they're making probably upwards of anywhere from $75,000 to $120,000 a year being politicians, depending on their positions. I would think the governors, the representatives, the senators, and of course everyone in the administration is making a lot of
Yeah,
money.
then also all those I don't know the word in English, but all those
Oh yeah, the aides and people
the
that
things they get,
lobbyists.
things they get for, yeah. I mean, yeah. Wow.
Okay, so I don't know if they are going to try to prosecute this woman, but they should just prosecute her and just be like, well, you broke the law. Martha Stewart went to prison. You have to be prosecuted. This is so psychotic. People think they can get away with this shit. See, they're saying that reportedly led to firing. Even today, everyone is trying to spin this, just like Jimmy Dore and all those other people that we talked about. They're all trying to spin it to say that there was a phone call that led to, reportedly, his firing. It didn't happen after the phone call. This is just more straw manning, and this is coming from the mainstream media. I'm going to put the tag on here. It's right there at the bottom, today. See, it says today at the bottom of that screen.
Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson's private comments after his bombshell departure from Fox News. In a text message obtained by the New York Times, sent by Carlson to one of his producers in the hours after the January 6th attack on the Capitol, the host allegedly describes watching a video of a group of people he calls Trump guys violently attacking a, quote, Antifa kid, calling it dishonorable and adding, "It's not how white men fight." Carlson also writing he found himself rooting for the mob. "I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it." But then Carlson writes, quote, "An alarm went off. This isn't good for me. I'm becoming something I don't want to be. If I reduce people to their politics, how am I better than he is?" The Times reporting that the message was filed in the Dominion lawsuit but remains redacted from public court documents. But the Times reports its contents were disclosed in interviews it conducted with several people who have knowledge of the Dominion voting system's defamation lawsuit against.
Yeah, but when was that information released? Isn't that funny? So it wasn't part of the Dominion case. So he was fired directly after that case was settled out of court. And then this information came out, and yet somehow it led to his firing? That doesn't even make sense.
Against Fox. NBC News has not confirmed the contents of the text.
Or to confirm when they finally got the text. When were they given that information?
Text message added to a growing number of internal issues that led Fox to...
Nobody's really deep thinking on this one out there, Not Jimmy Dore, not Jackson Hinkle, sadly not my friend that's
Billy
coming on
Bong
tomorrow.
Thornton.
Not
Is defamation
Mike
the new
Greenwald.
norm now?
not Matt, not Aaron Mate, not Max Blumenthal, not Kurt Metzger, probably not Steph Zamorano. That's 8 people right there. Not, like I said, Willie Bragg. And there's others, too, that are floating. Oh, yeah, Kit Cabello. Valuetainment. Valuetainment. Tucker Carlson was fired for being a great truth teller of our time. Valuetainment.
Carlson's firing, the Times reports, according to several people familiar with the matter. Throughout his tenure as the lead primetime host on Fox, Carlson courted a conservative audience, often with rhetoric about race and immigration.
We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and
right. And when he said that, was he fired? No. I digress.
Dirtier and more divided. This policy is called the Great Replacement, the replacement of legacy Americans with more
right. And when he said that, was he fired? No. But I digress.
Obedient people from faraway countries.
Video of some behind-the-scenes comments.
He says all kinds of racist shit. He never got fired before for saying it. And all these people are trying to say he got fired for telling the truth. Now they're trying to say he got fired for being racist. Now I've heard 3 or 4 different excuses. None of them involve the voting machine lie, which is why we all know he got fired. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy, right? $800 million. No one wants to talk about that number.
Comments from Carlson have also surfaced.
I mean, I have a feeling that the Dominion price tag on that out-of-court settlement is about to get mentioned on this national news story, right?
Since Fox settled its lawsuit with Dominion, left-leaning group Media.
Am I good? Oh, you didn't want to mention the 800 million though. Isn't that funny that I just kind of had a feeling that was coming up? Weird, right? You didn't want to mention that it was 800 million. You want to know why? Because it goes against your narrative. It goes against your narrative that that's the actual reason that he was fired. And you don't believe that. And why not? Why is that so hard to understand? Why is everybody trying to manipulate this into their own personal narrative? It's the weirdest display. I could write a book about this. This is one of the weirdest, most blatant displays of mass paraphernalia. Mass
paraphernalia.
Propaganda being produced by unrelated groups of people for whatever their various reasons are, all to promote the exact same lie. And the lie is Tucker Carlson was not fired for an $800 million out-of-court settlement. That's not and a lie that he told about Dominion voting machines. That's the lie they're trying to hide. And when I look at it, I'm like, okay, I understand why Jimmy Dore and all his friends are doing it. I don't understand why mainstream media is doing it now. That's kind of weird. So what's their motive for not telling you about the 800 million?
Matters posting a video appearing to show Carlson chatting.
$800 million, right? That's close to $1 billion. And they don't even think that that's worth mentioning because that's really why Tucker, that's right after that happened is when he got fired. I'd like to see the timeline. Let's do that. The timeline. Okay. Okay, Google. What was the date that Fox settled with Dominion out of court?
According to CNN, Fox lawyers leave the courthouse after Dominion Voting Systems and Fox settled a defamation lawsuit for $787.5 million, avoiding trial, over Fox's coverage of debunked election rigging claims, in Delaware Superior Court, in Wilmington, Delaware, U.S. April 18, 2023.
18th? April 18th.
Sean the Orca guy.
Remember that.
Now something doesn't even have to be true to be considered a scandal, just an accusation.
Okay, just cut me off. That's fine. Okay, April 18th. Okay, here we go. Okay, Google. What date was Tucker Carlson fired from Fox News? April 21st, I believe. I believe. '18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. 3 days later. So, you can go around Jimmy Dore and mainstream media and Willie Bragg, the whole crew of Jimmy Dore and Glenn Greenwald and the Gray Zone and everybody, Max Blumenthal, all of you can all try to say that, it's because Tucker Carlson is this great truth teller that he was fired from Fox. But the one thing that you'll never say is that 3 days before Tucker Carlson was fired, he had told a lie that resulted in Fox News having to pay out almost $800 million in an out-of-court settlement. Why won't you ever mention that? It's because you have a narrative. You're trying to serve your narrative. Why does Jimmy Dore have the narrative? Why? Because at one time Tucker Carlson was hosting him and all of his friends, Jackson Hinkle, who's also picking up this line of bullshit, Glenn Greenwald, Aaron Mate, possibly, maybe Max Blumenthal, I don't know. But he definitely had Jackson Hinkle, Jimmy Dore, and Glenn Greenwald on his show. And they're all friends with the Gray Zone. They're all friends together. Kurt Metzger seems to be very convinced, that this great truth teller, Tucker Carlson, is for some reason, got fired because 6 different fucking reasons now. 6 different reasons. We should write it all down. A phone call from Zelensky to Murdoch. Did we all forget about this one? Okay. No. Wasn't that? No. It's because he's a great truth teller. It was because he talked about the war in Ukraine and how it was bad. That's why he got fired. No. It was because he had Jimmy Dore and all the great truth tellers on, and Glenn Greenwald, and he was having on Jackson Hinkle, and he was having on all these truth tellers, and they were all talking the truths, and that's why he got fired. No. It's because Tucker Carlson sent a chat to his producer that was racist. That's why he got fired. So there's 4, just counting on my fingers, of the different reasons that all of these other entities and people are trying to tell everyone out there. They're trying to tell you why Tucker Carlson got fired. And I'm just looking at it like this and going, well, Fox News lost $800 million in 3 days based on a lie that Tucker Carlson and 2 other people were telling on it. And I believe somebody else got fired, but I'm not sure yet because I hadn't had time to go look it up. Maybe we could Google that. Okay, Google. Did anyone get fired from Fox News as a result of the debacle between Fox News and Dominion?
According to NBC News, Grossberg was fired in March after she filed a lawsuit claiming that Fox lawyers coerced her into giving misleading...
That's not the question, dude. Why are you so dumb? Who was fired from Fox? Tucker Carlson was. It just says Tucker Carlson. Dude, I'm really sad because I've been walking around saying that 3 people got fired, and it looks like Tucker's the only one that got fired. Alright, so this Maria lady didn't get fired?
Gotta be.
Wait a minute. Bartiromo is that lady, Maria Bartiromo. Okay, so this producer got fired a few weeks ago because she was suing over it. Dude, why isn't this scrolling up? Fucking stupid shit. I'm really angry that I thought I heard that these two women got fired, and I guess they didn't, and I don't know where I fucking heard it, and it's going to drive me fucking crazy. So, Maria Bartiromo had to testify, I guess, at this trial. And, Maria Bartiromo, Jeanine Pirro, Sean Hannity, and Laura Ingraham, as well as former host Lou Dobbs, were all deposed and part of the evidence included in that suit. So, Lou Dobbs, I believe, was already fired. I wonder if Sean Hannity's going to be fired. I don't know, man, but I need to find out where I fucking heard that shit because I'm pissed. Okay, cool, good. Okay, I found it immediately as soon as I typed it into Google. It was up on the internet, and I don't know if this was true or not. Okay, at least one critic predicts Maria Bartiromo and Jeanine Pirro will be fired from Fox News as Rupert Murdoch moves to be less vulnerable following the network's nearly $800 million defamation settlement with Dominion Voting Systems. Okay, so I read this prediction, I guess, somewhere online, and maybe someone commented on it and said it was happening or whatever, but I misread it. So it's just was a prediction from somebody. So my bad. I'm so glad that I didn't dream this shit and think that I saw it somewhere, you know? Thought I was losing my mind. And, we'll see if anybody else is held responsible by Fox, and we'll see if Fox makes a statement about the firing of Tucker, Because I just have a feeling the last thing they'll admit to is that we fired Tucker Carlson because he was telling the truth to his audience, It just doesn't sound like that's going to be the reason. I know the corporation is going to say whatever, but at the same time, it could give us a clue, So let's just say, why was Tucker Carlson fired? Are we supposed to believe this is the text that got Tucker Carlson fired, right? That's from New Republic. See? I'm not the only one that's telling you guys this. You see? There's someone else that's saying the exact same thing I'm saying. Don't believe all this bullshit. Oh, Tucker Carlson got fired because Jimmy Dore gave him a blowjob while Jackson Hinkle cucked along and watched. Which is almost exactly what really happened. I was just fucking around, but then when I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is kind of what happened. Now, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Jackson Hinkle has transformed himself into Tucker Carlson. You guys know that, right? Former friend of the show, Jackson Hinkle, is the new Tucker Carlson. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if he actually applied to Fox News for Tucker's job. I would just say, hey man, that's just me doing this. I wouldn't even be like, I told you. I wouldn't even be like that. I'd just be like, just doing this, folks. We could probably find a Jackson Hinkle tweet to Fox News. Hey, I'm available. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Should I look? Should I delve into the rabbit hole? Let me do it. It won't take long. I'll just do a quick Twitter search. Okay, search Twitter. No, it does not look like Jackson Hinkle's ever tweeted at Fox News. Oh wait, Jackson Hinkle had a great time on at Tucker Carlson. Here's that one. But you would think it'd be the very first thing that popped up, if he tweeted at them, and it didn't. So there's a lot of tweets that include both of those ats. But he doesn't look like he's ever tweeted at them. Now, I could go to his Twitter, but I don't think it would matter. I'm amazed. I mean, just look at them together and you tell me. We've done this before. You see if you see the similarity here, guys. And no, this is not a mashup. This is from Jackson's appearance on Tucker Carlson on Fox News. Now, I mean, they look like the frickin' Bobbsey twins. It's just that
They actually do.
Tucker just seems like an older version. Jackson's moving in and taking over. He's the new. If you saw that movie where that dude rolls that other dude up into a frickin' sleeping bag and shoves him in a drawer and takes his place, this is basically it. I must say, I cannot believe that he hasn't tweeted at Fox News. I'm shocked. I really thought I was gonna find one. All right. Can't be right all the time, I guess. That'd be a funny tweet at Jackson Hinkle. Yo, man, at Nate's Garden, look to see if you'd ever tweeted it at Fox News to see if you could replace Jackson. If you could, just call Tucker Jackson. Your transformation into Tucker Carlson is now complete. To think we smoked a bowl with him. Bro, it's okay that we smoked a bowl with Jackson Hinkle. Dude, I'd still be his friend if he was friends with me. He's the one that wrote me off. Listen, man, I got a problem with his lying. I got a problem with his misogyny, his sexism, all of his bullshit. But I'm willing to talk to people and I'll be your friend, man. If you're going to be an asshole, it'll just give me an opportunity to show everybody what a fucking asshole you are. But at the same time, I'd still be friendly with him. He totally cut me off, bro. I'd still smoke with that dude. I would. And when he cut me off, I had barely said anything about him. I just, been a little critical, maybe something he said or whatever. Maybe when he was on Jimmy Dore, he may have caught wind of it. I don't know. But, he had said he was going to come back and do another interview with me. And I was like, great. He's like, just let me know. Great. So, we were talking, we were texting, and I texted him back and didn't hear back. And then I think he unfollowed me on Twitter too. Yeah, he unfollowed me. Yeah, we don't follow each other. Oh, I was like, he's ignoring me. Remember when we were watching Willie Bragg? I'm like, he's ignoring me, man. I brought 20 people. He's not even answering my question. He just sent me a message. Willie Bragg, he's like, we weren't ignoring you. He's like, I promise that, and I apologize if you got that impression. During my streams, I usually chat with all at the end. He does. So please accept my apologies in that regard. So, it was actually Nikichka that saw my question. She responded. I was like, dude, does anybody smoke cannabis in Russia? And she's like, I haven't smelled any yet.
Smoke.
Yes, I am just getting my dabs together. If you can just get your dabs together, then come on across to me. We'll smoke bongs and then we'll watch the flames rise from the bottom of my bowlsies. My bowlsies. But first, I said bowlsies. Do you see how I did that? That was good. Are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Yeah, I am. I am experienced. I always used to think it was I have. It can't be I have. That doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to heat this, and then within 1 minute, I'm going to go and grab my grapes. Because I don't have any. I need some grapes. And then I will be right back to do this dab. Okay. So by 4 o'clock, we should be going. I run, and I run with my grapes. No law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cyber.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Josh
Cheers,
G,
everybody.
Sean, Billy Bong. Token Don't Easy. Cheers to everybody. Top of the hour.
Cheers. New line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was buttery delicious. Damn. Hey, the market crashed. What are you doing? Don't be doing that. Crash back up again. Impact is still at 0, though. Interesting. Pepe's at 15%. Negative 15. Negative 15.13. Negative 15.01. Negative 15.23. Negative 15.10. Whoa. Conservative podcaster Michael Savage tells Jean-Pierre to just shut up. You're an embarrassment. What? God, dude. Was he in the White House press meeting? Wait a minute. Gotcha.
Where did that number come yesterday? That when it comes to illegal migration, you've seen it come down by more than 90%. Where did that number come from?
It was.
Because
I was
CBP
speaking.
is telling us the number is.
I hear you. I'm about to answer.
136,000 people more.
I'm about to answer you.
Oh.
You said yesterday that when it comes to illegal migration, you said
Wait, where's Michael Savage? Oh, he was on Newsmax when he said it. She's an embarrassment to the word press and secretary. Hey, man, let me tell you something. The other day, we were watching her, and the same guy from Fox News asked her a question. He said, hey, man, this, Machine Institute of Technology, or MIRI, whatever they're called, they said that, if nothing's done to regulate AI, that it's going to kill every human on the planet. And she giggled at it. She chuckled. And I had something to say about that. First thing I said was that was unprofessional, and it's not cool. I mean, he's talking about, and then we went and we looked up who they were. They were a legitimate group that's been studying this for years, for a decade, more, So, that was really interesting to find out who that they were, the fact that they had, the statement was read by the Fox News correspondent to the White House. And, she laughs about it. And then she says, well, actually, we do have a response for you. The Biden administration is coordinating.
T3000. Hello.
Hey. What's up, T3? Is coordinating to combat possible, to look at various methods, to address this possible situation. And she goes, you're a little hyperbolic, or whatever she said to him, and I think she may have apologized a little bit for giggling at him. But then what did I say? I was like, we've watched her before, and she's, LGBTQ or whatever, but I'll say this, I remember saying this. As far as press secretaries go, she's really good. She's really professional. And if all I can say is she giggled about something that kind of was hyperbolic, that's not that bad. So for Michael Savage to be blasting her, claiming that his words were...
Yesterday, that when it comes to illegal migration...
I wish this would stop playing every time I scroll past it. Where was it? Oh, she's an embarrassment to the word press and secretary. Really? She's a woman of color. She's LGBTQ, and she's the goddamn lead fucking press secretary in the country, the one for the White House. So what are you even talking about, man? She's achieved that position. She's proved you wrong. So what do you even mean? Oh, Michael Savage, I know what you mean. You don't like her because she's a black woman of color who's in the LGBT community. That's all, because she's actually pretty damn good at her job. You know, if her job is to lie for the goddamn White House, she does a really fucking good job. Your job is to lie for the fucking Republican narrative, and you seem to do that fairly well. You know, you're going to put her down for doing exactly what you fucking do? Because she's a black woman who's in the LGBTQ community, and you've got a problem with that? Because her performance as a professional seems pretty good to me. And I don't see, you know, I would love for Michael Savage to just show us situations, you know, just show us some video clips of her not doing her job well. And then I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd show you the press secretaries for Trump. They were fucking hilarious. Remember them? Remember that dude came out and said Donald Trump's fucking... his ceremony was bigger than any other ceremony. You guys remember that? And they fucking started arguing with him. And he was literally lying. And they had... eventually, the woman that got him elected, that blonde-haired woman with the big boobs, she said, you know, we have alternative facts. She's quoted it saying that on video. There's no such thing as alternative facts, right? It's weird, right? That's the mentality that you're dealing with those press secretaries. You know, this one lies too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling her up.
Alternative facts, that's like saying my truth. There is no fucking my truth or your truth. There's the truth.
Exactly. And she's got facts and alternative facts from the Biden administration, I guarantee you. But that's her job, to lie. She does it really good. And let me also say this. She looks good while she's doing it. I like her little ringlets. And her cute little face. And her little red lips. She's cute. She's spunky. She's peppy. She's fun. You know, she's a bundle of joy. And I like watching her. As a human being, I think she's fucking awesome. And if all of the qualities of her that are different than you, Michael Savage, that is his name, yeah, or the things that piss you off about her, I got news for you. You're going to meet a lot more people in your pathetic fucking life that are different than you. And you're going to have to learn sooner or later that there's nothing you can fucking do about it. And you're going to have to fucking accept it. Because she's going to keep being the press secretary for fucking Biden administration. And she's going to keep doing a great job. And she's going to make you look like a fucking liar. Because like I said, that's her job too, is to lie. And she does it really well. You know, I think she's going to keep that job as long as she's making a lot of money doing it. Let's see her do her job. Let's see her in action. What do you guys think? Let's see.
Where did that number come from?
I was
CBP
speaking.
Is telling us the number is.
I hear you. I'm about to answer.
136,000 people more.
I'm about to
this
answer you.
fiscal year so far.
If the dramatics could come down just a little bit.
If
the dramatics could come down a little
what's
bit.
dramatic about asking a question about?
Okay, I'm going to answer. So I was speaking to the Paroli program. As you know, the president put in place a Paroli program to deal with.
Now let me just cut away here and just say, she was being a fucking bitch to him, right? She was talking over him. Not cool. She should have let him ask his question, so the words that he was saying could have been heard. And she deliberately spoke over him. And you want to know why she did that? She's defending the Biden administration so people don't hear the facts that he's saying. And he was literally saying the number of immigrants that are getting into the country. And she knew it. So she chose to speak over him. And you want to know why she chose to speak over him? Because it's her fucking job. It's her job to drown him out if he's going to fucking say something like that. That's her fucking job. And, you know, Michael Savage might not like that, but I got news for you, bro. When you're speaking for an administration, this is how you have to be. And she's doing it. You know, it's not like she's some... And if this is all you got to try to make her look bad, here, let's watch the last few seconds.
To deal with certain countries on ways that we can limit illegal migration. And we have seen, the data has shown us that it has gone down by more than 90%.
Yeah? What? I got a box? Alright. What's in the box? Alright. What is it? Oh, is it yours? Is it yours or mine?
No, it's yours. It has Ben Shader on the box.
Oh, can you open it?
No, you want me to?
Yeah, please. I'm wondering what it is. What's in the box?
Bonsai house. I like her weird doily shirt.
Is it a baby doll?
Hi.
This is my first time, Sam.
It's okay. Don't be nervous.
My question is, what is the most difficult part about being press secretary? Inspiring to me, maybe I want to be a press
Oh, you should definitely.
Hello.
Hi.
This is my first time, Sam.
It's okay. Don't be nervous.
Lee Spainer. It could be a puppy in the
It
box.
could be, but I doubt it. Oh, it's coffee. Okay. What did you say? Dolly? Oh, doily shirt. Oh, her shirt? This one? Is it something else that she wears? So let's put that in the archives.
Bonsai house. No, I was behind. Friggin' YouTube.
So Michael J. Fox has come out publicly and said he doesn't think he has a lot of time left.
Oh, that's sad, man. That's fucking sad.
He was diagnosed in the 90s, though, bro.
Yeah.
He's a tough
had a long run,
motherfucker,
though.
bro. Exactly. God damn, man. I have to fight that every day. Every night.
Fenwick C. Supne.
Yo, Fenwick, see what's up. The title of that, bro, the title of this freaking article says, Mark Zuckerberg is right. Everybody else is wrong. I wonder what the fuck that is. I don't even want to click on it. It's one of his, picture of him as a little meme bot, too. It's like, I do not want to click on that article.
Bonsai house. Yeah, I saw him on a recent interview. He said he was fully medicated and could barely sit in the chair.
Oh, man.
It was like he was being electrocuted every 2 seconds.
Oh, God, that sucks, bro. This one, Cyber says, a Bud Light backlash is not the biggest problem for Anheuser-Busch's parent company. I wonder who Anheuser-Busch's parent company is.
No idea.
I don't know. They were owned by, They're called Anheuser-Busch InBev. The parent company of Budweiser and Bud Light reports first quarter results.
Fenwick C.
Here's the backlash.
What game are we watching, Nate?
Okay. The trade publication Beer Business Daily reported that the amount of Bud Light sold outside bars and restaurants fell 26.1% year over year during the week ending April 22nd, after falling 21.1% during the prior week. During the company's earnings call, AB InBev executives could further commentary about where sales are headed. So, check this out. All those people that are not buying Budweiser anymore and they're all boycotting Budweiser, still, AB InBev is a massive global company that sells Stella Artois, I guess, Beck's, and Hoegaarden. So imagine there's people that are drinking Beck's beer right now that are like, yeah, I don't drink that Bud Light. Slamming a Beck's. I want that dude on a video right now. Dude, I want to find some angry Beck's drinker that used to be a Bud Light drinker that thinks he's got it. He's like, I got this, man. I like Beck's. Woohoo! I shot up all my Bud Light and now I drink Beck's. Oh, so it's just sales have been going down for everybody on everything.
Lee Spainer. I don't drink.
Smart, Lee. You're a smart person. You shouldn't drink. You know, I have a whole house stocked with every kind of alcohol you could possibly imagine. It's a full liquor bar, this house. Like, if you walked into a bar and you ordered something, we could probably fill your order right here, right now. My dad was he was meticulous, and that shit never got used. You dust off the bottles, dude. And I'm freaking, what's his name from fucking Cheers, behind the bar there, with my little towel over my fucking shoulder.
Sam.
Goddamn right. Or no, Willie. What was the other one's name? Willie. Or the dude that smoked. Yeah, the dude that smokes cannabis. His character.
Lee Spainer.
I don't recall his name.
Sam.
Yeah, what's his name? It's White Men Can't Jump.
Lee Spainer.
Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson. So his name's Woody in the show too, right?
I don't recall.
Was his character's name Woody?
Name in the show, to be honest.
Sam, huh? I thought it was. Did I say Willie?
Yeah, I think you're.
I don't know. What was Woody Harrelson's name in the show? Cheers. His character's name. That's this question to the audience. I was just talking smack, bro. It's all good. Hey there, buddy. How's it going? Comrade? How are you? Are you in Russia? My friend is in Russia right now. Hey, man, the market's correcting again, guys. Holy shit, look at this. So exciting to pull this up live while it's going on. The clock says that it's almost time to do something for 420.
The process of packing up
because it's 420 right now. And I forgot that it was 420. I forgot it was 420.
I am back.
I'm doing a 30-second cooldown on this bad boy. Heal. I think I'll be good. I think I'll be good. I think I'll be good. I'm gonna do it, man. 20 seconds. Can you speak to me in English, brother? 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, let's see if this works. Cheers, Cyber. No law regarding cannabis. Happy 420, everybody. The dude in the chat whose name I can't pronounce, and Lee, and Fenwick, and Token Tony Z. Cheers.
Jeff
Cheers,
Lund.
bro.
Jeff.
Cheers, everybody.
Jeff, too.
Cheers.
Holy shit, dude, Brant Robinson, dude. He's fucking tweeted at me, man. He said, bro, it's that guy that's like, he looks like a Native American. He's a school teacher, and he always talks about Ron DeSantis or Donald Trump type, you know, some of the horrible legislation that they pass and how it relates to him as a school teacher. Dude, he freaking tweeted at me, man. Oh my God, what did I say to him? Oh man, that's right, dude. Look, I want to learn more about systemic racism. I want to learn what I don't know about systemic racism in the system here in America. That's what I want to learn about, right? He's teaching a class. And the reason why he inspired me, because I want to go look it up. He's teaching, I'm so glad he tweeted at me, bro, because this reminded me about this while I'm live. You just watch this video. Here, I got this video right here of him. You guys are going to recognize this guy. I've featured his videos many times on the show before. And for some reason, he was unfollowed on the people I follow. And I don't know why I was unfollowed. Or why I unfollowed him. I don't know why. But I saw his video pop up and I'm like, cool. And I went to his channel. I'm like, I'm not following him. So I clicked follow. And listen to what he says.
Good afternoon. Thank you as always for your kindness and for your insights. You know, the only thing worse than not knowing why something's not going well is not knowing why it is. And I want to cherish today. I want to reflect on what happened in my first period sociology class so I can make sure that every year I can help my students understand exactly where the concept of race came from. And this morning, they stepped up big. My friends, there are so many things that young people can handle learning about. And they're surrounded by so many adults that don't seem like they can.
Exactly. And that's a great point. And all I want to say is that I learned the whole concept that race doesn't exist from him, from a video that he put up. Race does not exist. And I was like, what? And I watched it, and I came on my show, and we watched it, and we talked about it. So you guys will probably remember him now. This is the race does not exist guy.
So this morning, I walk my students through the process of how race, which we know does not exist biologically, how it came to be in our colonial period. And I didn't inundate them with a lot of history. This is sociology. I helped them understand how diverse groups of people from West Africa were identified as all being the same, were identified as being inferior, were defined as being slaves, and of course, when those human beings were defined as being a race, the people with the power to define themselves became a race. And that's how the concept of whiteness began in colonial America. My friends, my students stepped up big. And when you and I think about all the adults out there, most of whom are really good people, but carry around bigotry, carry around misunderstanding, carry around ignorance, and most disturbingly, carry around fear to even talk about the concept of race, you and I have to step up, and we have to step up big. Because if we don't have honest conversations about race, about racism, tomorrow my students are going to talk about the difference between individual racism and systemic racism. Think about that for a second. How many adults do you know who can honestly engage in a conversation about systemic racism? My friends, my students are doing it.
See, and then I was like, I want to be able to engage in a conversation about systemic racism, and I can name some factors of systemic racism and how it's built into the system. Absolutely. But I'm not well versed on it at all, and I want to be. And that's why I'm going to go research it. He's teaching a class on it to his students.
And we're finishing our year strong. So you guys be well, have faith in our young people, because they can often show us a thing or two. You guys be well and have a great start to your Wednesday.
So I tweeted at him and I said, I'm going to watch a video on systemic racism now. Thanks. He's like, keep me posted. Love to touch base. Be well.
Jeff
cool,
Lund.
man.
Nice guy.
And he understands the fascism of Ron DeSantis. So if we go to his channel on Twitter, here's the second video. Check this out. Here you go. Wow. Here you go.
Good evening. Thank you as always for your kindness and for your insights.
Second
I
video.
hope you'll take a second to listen, my friends.
Does liquor expire?
Most of it does not. Beer does, but if it's refrigerated, it'll last a very long time. Liquor will last, if it's in a cabinet, it'll last for very, they age stuff for years and years. And wines, the older the better, so it just, if it's stored properly, if it's out in the sun, no, it's
that's also, if wine has been open, you cannot store it.
Correct.
It has to be sealed.
Right.
What
Cyber said.
But yeah, liquor, that should hold for fucking ever, man.
Yep. What, Tula, what liquor are you talking about?
The attack on public education here in Florida has been going on for 2 decades. The recent legislative session, the last 2 years, where teachers like me have been accused of indoctrinating or grooming my students or teaching them to hate America, that's just part of a larger pattern. I need you guys to understand, way back in the early 2000s, when Governor Jeb Bush was governor, he began this assault. He started with standardized testing because, according to him and Republican leaders, our schools were not being held accountable. But what he really wanted was to give hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts to corporations like Pearson and many others. Corporations who wrote textbooks, corporations who provided the standardized tests that, of course, would be used for the basis to grade our public schools. For 20 years here in Florida, our public schools have been graded, grades A through F. And they're graded in large part how well students do on standardized testing. And what that's done...
I'll tell you what it's done. I mean, if you can, pull up... I've got... Not that long ago. I thought I was going to be able to find it, but I don't see it. There's an article in the paper talking about here in the state of Florida. how our students are some of the poorest educated in the country.
Is it's turned the teaching profession, which is a balance between an art and a science, into robotic teachers like me trying to cover material so our kids do well on standardized tests. And of course, our evaluations are significantly based on how well our students do on their standardized tests. And then in 2011, a major law was passed here in Florida. Every teacher in the state hired after 2011 is on an annual contract. That means each year their contract is renewed, and of course, their evaluations that are the basis of that renewal are in large part based on how well their students do on their standardized tests. So my friends, please understand, what's happening now in the state of Florida, which is incredibly dire, what's happening now in the state of Florida, with teachers like me being regularly attacked by my governor and his millions of followers, what's regularly happening in Florida right now has been going on for 2 decades. I appreciate you taking the time to listen, my friends, but none of this would have happened if we hadn't had more of the people in our general public actually standing up for public education. And you know I'm not preachy. I appreciate you. I know how busy we all are, but please take time to educate yourself. Wherever you live in our country, please defend your local public schools. We appreciate you guys. Be well and have a great start to your Tuesday.
Dude, look at him fighting you with one arm. That's fucking awesome. Oh my god. Oh shit, Cyber. Oh shit. What's that? It's crazy. Whoa. Nice. Nice, Cyber. Whoa, wait. What just happened? I thought you killed him.
I did what the order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me.
Oh, damn.
Is that it?
Uh-oh. Gonna hit that big bubble. The big bubble. Look at that. Oh, shit.
Face me.
Ah! God damn it.
You will not stop me. How pathetic.
What the hell is that? That can't be good, Cyber. The hell, bro? That's killer. What? Now you're upside down. That's badass.
A novice expert. Help me, here. You're an embarrassment. Your demise is inevitable. Very careful. But
Oh, what? Ugh.
Yeah.
Cyber,
I think it's the last boss fight in the game. So it's
Cyber needs
probably a little hard.
Wow, dude, our dinner's already here. Holy shit. It came early. Well, there's 11 people watching on Rumble, so I'm gonna go get my dinner. I'll go eat with my family and let Cyber take care of this. Thank you, brother.
You're still chained by the past.
Cheers, Token Tony Z. All right, right on, guys. So
Bonsai House. Both of Yoda's thumbs are in. Bet he can house some shit up.
He's got 2 green thumbs, exactly. Alright, dinner.
I could annihilate you, so you would never notice. I will grant you only death. Miserable fool. I know you heard it. You're fading. You're an embarrassment. LPD. Senseless. Lead. How fruitless. Bow before you. No. You cannot escape this. You miserable fool. Fool. This was all mercy.
Tagging up on it if anyone want to smoke. Anyone will. Cheers.
Josh G. Cheers, you need some of that Jedi Kush.
Yeah, that's right, Josh. Cheers, bro.
I'm simply faster. I need help. Your demise is inevitable. BD, here. You know nothing of the Force. I did what the Order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me. Is that it? You miserable fool. Finished. Stem BD. Is that it? Fool. But Stem. You miserable fool. You're fading. There's nothing left. You're an embarrassment. ABD? Die! Fight! Is that it? Death is too good for I'm simply faster. Don't stop. Lock it up. Your demise is inevitable. Finish. Hey, BD? I did what the order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me. You miserable fool. Finish it, you miserable fool. Here. There is nothing left of death. Still, now. Your demise is inevitable. I could annihilate the galaxy would never know this. Bear witness to true power. Face me. Yes. Your skills are an insult. You miserable fool. You will perish. Weak. Get him back. Toss it. Please grab him. You reek of fear. I need one. Fight me. Kneel before me. Right here, buddy. Fight me. Edie, sit here. You're an embarrassment. Your demise is inevitable. I did what the order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me. Let me deliver your wretched demise. Help, please.
Billy Bob Thornton. Get M. Cyber. Kill. 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 Murder. Death. Kill.
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked here big time.
Just die. There is nothing left. Your demise is inevitable. That feeble warder dies with me.
Billy Bong Thornton. Oh, just join chat. This Star Wars, I take it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really like this game.
You're an embarrassment. You're terrified.
Bonsai House. What is the internal temperature of a tom-tom? Lukewarm. Billy Bong Thornton. Sweet Aphex.
You're still chained by the path.
This was all. Fight me. Is that it? Pathetic. Fight me.
You're still chained by the past. If we break.
Billy Bong Thornton. Cyber, I am your father.
Senseless.
I am your father.
You're terrified. I'm just superior. Bear witness to true power. Fight me. Weak. Right there, buddy. This will be painful. Yes. Face me. Kneel before me. I did what the order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me. Bear witness to true power. Demise is inevitable. Cannot fathom power such as this. You miserable fool. Step down. Bear witness to true power. You're embarrassed.
Chola Tetro. Get him, Cyber.
I'm trying. Getting my ass kicked. Well,
How fruitless. You're terrified. I can annihilate you. You would never notice. Fight! Help me here! Is that it? Kneel before
what the fuck? Thought I got him.
How does it feel to know that you're about to die? That your life meant nothing? Don't resist. You can't hide from me. Ah, yes. I feel it. Loss, suffering, shame, anger. There's immense power in such emotions, but you were too weak. And now it's too late.
Shuttles are leaving. I will not return. You're lost. You've strayed from the path. And you are no Jedi.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah.
Please, tell me this is real.
Billy Bong Thornton. May the Force be with you.
What happened?
Thanks.
Some kind of force hallucination.
Billy Bong Thornton.
Fueled by fear.
That was intense.
I used his against him.
It was.
Not so scary now. Still in one piece. BD? Give me some good news. Maybe Dagon was right.
You sure you're not still, you know?
Think about it. Tanalor's a fortress. We should use it for the hidden path. Gather allies, train. They'd never see us coming.
I don't know, that seems risky.
Everything is at risk so long as the Empire's around. Besides, you don't want Kata spending her whole life in hiding, do you?
If she's safe, Cal? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I understand that. Someday,
She calls the cat.
someone's gonna have to face the Empire.
Dog cats.
Why not us?
Oh, I'm sorry for the cutscene, everybody.
Back Cordova can fix this up. Let's head back to Jeddah.
It's one of those feel-good cutscenes. Oh my God, mute it. You're a great fighter, yes, and you're a great warrior. You will be and do great things, yes, and we have done great things, yes, and there shall be more great things. Great, yes. There will be greatness to be had by us and others who are also great. Yes, and those people before them, they were great too. Yes, they were very great.
Hoot and Howl. Hey guys.
Hey, Hoot and Howl. So I just had garlic shrimp scampi.
Oh, nice.
And then we had mussels from Canada. Freshwater mussels in a wine sauce. That were maybe some of the best fucking mussels in wine sauce I've ever had. And it was from Red Lobster. Which is like a... Are you familiar with them, Cyber? Red Lobster?
No.
They're a chain. They're a chain. They're all over the United States. And it's like a seafood chain. Like you go there with the family on, on Saturday night. You take the kids out for a nice, and the wife out for a nice dinner. This is Red Lobster. Red Lobster for the seafood lover and you. They got their whole thing going on. Well, I gotta tell you. They got that shit on lockdown, baby. That shit was great.
Billy Bong Thornton. Never had wine sauce, sounds fire.
Well, yes, you have.
Hoot and Howl.
You've had wine sauce before. White wine sauce.
Dinner.
It's in a lot of things.
This on me now.
You've had it and you didn't even realize it. Bro, you've had white wine sauce. Billy Bong Thornton, come on now. You just didn't realize it. It's very common. A lot of things are sauteed in wine, Mom, what kind of things do they use wine in cooking for? What kind of foods? Chicken, beef, lamb,
Anything, almost in
pork.
You can put wine in anything.
Anything, right?
Sure.
There you go, bro. I'm sure you've had it. Italian dishes, it's very common. Like if you're getting like a chicken piccata or something like that. Has you ever had chicken piccata, bro? Or chicken, there's different ones, man.
Bonsai House. Cyber got a Polaroid on his back. Billy Bong Thornton.
A Polaroid.
Don't eat Italian.
It's a Polaroid camera on your back. Cyber, you remember the Polaroids? You're old enough to remember them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, man. We're old enough to remember Polaroid cameras, and there's some people here that might not be. Polaroid cameras where the picture pops out of the camera. I bet you'd say that to somebody, they'd be like, what? Yeah, like a picture you could hold in your hand. It pops out of the camera. What? And they'd be like, what do you mean? What do you mean the picture pops out? A picture's digital. No, man, the pictures used to be on paper, bro. What? After you print them up? No, man. It used to like take the picture and put it right on paper for you. Could you imagine having to explain that to somebody? That'd be a funny skit to write. Someone who doesn't understand Polaroid cameras, and you have to explain it to them, and they think you're lying.
Cyber, it's like Hereford, but for fish.
And they're like, "What?" And you're like, "It's on a waxy piece of paper. You have to let it air out a little bit. You shake it in your hand." And they'd be like, "No, it's got this wide bar of white at the bottom that you can literally put your thumb and your index finger and clamp it and go like this with. It's literally, it's not like a perfect frame. It's wider at the bottom just so you can dry it off faster." And they'd be like, "That's a fucking filter from Photoshop, dude. What are you even talking about, bro?" That's just an old-timey filter that does that to pictures. Yeah, man, because they used to actually be like that. No, they didn't. They did. And I'm going to go find you a Polaroid picture right now and show you what one is. It says Polaroid, or it says Kodak. It says Kodak paper on the bag. I actually might own like maybe 2 Polaroid pictures, maybe an old album somewhere. But I bet you my mom's got some here in the house, in an old album somewhere, Polaroid. She gave me some stuff. It's back in California. Old Polaroids. Oh no. Holy shit. That's messed up. You're like, fuck that shit. No, I don't like that.
I want to get all that.
Ooh!
Don't.
No fair.
Bonsai house. The neighbor tried to ask me to cut a tree down and I declined. Now he's out there hooking the tree up to his truck. Ha 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 ha.
Get that shit on video, bro.
Tola Tetro.
Dude, get that shit on video. Anything can happen. Oh God, you're dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Hoot and howl. Homeowner cutting a tree down, is that what I just heard?
No, dude. Homeowner tying a chain to a truck and a tree is what you just heard. I didn't hear anything about cutting. Look it up on YouTube. It's an actual thing. Tree versus truck. It's hilarious. You will see some shit you never thought of. One of my favorites. They put a chain over a fucking tire and use the tire as a cog, kind of like roll it. They put the to hold the chain at a higher angle. They put the tire right next to the tree so it pulls up over the tire. Because if you just tie the chain straight to the truck, it doesn't pull it up. So the tire allows it to kind of pull the tree up out of the ground.
Dave C. Fishing.
All sorts of things can happen.
So
when
many
you do that.
old classics.
You guys look at the market. Mossy, look at the market.
Chola Tetro.
Tula.
Clam pasta.
Pepe is at
Dave C. Fishing.
negative 15.
It's like every day you lived in CA is recorded.
It's like every day you lived in California is recorded. It's like it is. And every day that I lived in Florida is too. I've eaten all the grapes, 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 grapes. There were a bunch of them, but I ate them all, and now they're gone. Hi, kitty. Gone. Grapes are gone. Grapes are gone. There's no more grapes in there today. The grapes are gone. Grapes are gone. Grapes are gone. Grapes are gone. No more grapes. Grapes say bye-bye. Grapey say bye-bye. Grapey no more. Alright, let's Gesundheit, Dad. Gesundheit, my father. Dude, I don't even want to read this out loud, but I'm going to because, asshole. Floridian columnist praises DeSantis for going after Disney. Donald Duck is not wearing the pants.
Bonsai house.
That doesn't bother you?
Ever seen the hillbilly hot
dude.
tub?
Whatever.
Tarp, truck bed, water pump going over the exhaust. Cozy.
So Jamie Foxx is like really bad off, guys? I guess.
Why?
He's been hospitalized, but they're keeping it secret as to why. He's already on his way to recovery. No one knows what it is about.
What the?
Huh. How did I know they were going to mention Jeremy Renner in that fucking article? Also, in injured actors news, the Joe Rogan AI experience shows how hard it is to replace a real podcaster.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of the Joe Rogan AI Experience. I'm your host, Joe Rogan, Or at least that's what this AI model thinks I sound like. Let me tell you, folks, this is some next level stuff we've got going on here today. Every single word of this podcast has been generated with the help of ChatGPT, the cutting-edge AI language model developed by OpenAI. I am not the real Joe Rogan. Let me repeat it once more. I am not Joe Rogan, and the guests are not of the people they portray. This is purely fiction, just for fun, so don't go around making little clips for your TikToks and make the world believe.
Whatever. Dude, it sounds just like Joe Rogan. I'm so impressed right now. I mean, does anybody not think this sounds like Joe Rogan? Or the way he fucking talks? Dude, the inflection, the way it changes the inflection when he says the same thing over again. Did you hear that? He's like, I am not Joe Rogan.
Billy Bong
Let me repeat that. I am not
WTF.
Joe Rogan. Dude, how far in was that? That's 47 seconds in. I'll take it from 33 seconds because I want to hear that Joe Rogan part again.
AI. I am not the real Joe Rogan. Let me repeat it once more. I am not Joe Rogan, and the guests are not of the people they portray. This is purely fiction, just for fun, so don't go around making little clips for your TikToks and make the world believe I said things I never said.
No, I'm not, but I am making little TikToks right now, motherfucker, so fuck you.
Nothing in this podcast should be taken as said
I'm making
by the
little
real people they
TikToks.
portray.
Hey,
this is
dude,
purely for entertainment purposes.
From now on, this is no longer referred to as a podcast. From now on, this will always be referred to as, hey, Nate's making
Later
TikToks.
this week asking for donations.
Hey, Nate, what you doing? Making TikToks? Yes, I am making TikToks. What do you mean face doesn't match? Of course it's my face. Whose else? Whose else face would it be?
Packing up balls.
Say that one more time, Cyber.
I am packing a ball.
I am a packing a ball. Dude, let's listen to this shit.
And an experience showcasing the amazing advancements in AI technology. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this AI-generated world. Let's get weird, folks. It's time to welcome our first guest to the show.
Let's get weird, folks.
And I've got to say, this is a big one. We've got none other than the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, joining us today. Sam's been at the forefront of the AI industry for years, and it's an honor to have him on the show. So let's give a warm AI-generated welcome to Sam Altman. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great, Joe. Thanks for having me on the show.
Sam, this whole AI-generated podcast thing is pretty wild. It's like we're living in the future, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a strange experience, but it's also incredibly exciting. The advancements in AI technology have come a long way, and it's amazing to see what we can achieve with the tools we already have at our disposal.
So let's dive right in. Your company just released a new...
You know what? I'll be impressed when it provides me the video representation of what we're listening to. I want to see it. Yeah, I want to see Joe Rogan sitting there talking, getting high and shit. However, it thinks it, the representation should be. Evidence of higher life forms. Let's see what this is. Let's see what he's talking about. Evidence of higher life. I'm scared. Oh God, Billy, where are you, Billy? Holy shit. Let's see what this is. I'm very scaled. Oh, rock climbing. I get it. Evidence of higher life forms. He's a rock climber. Get it? That's fucking funny. It's like Cyber right now. Evidence of a higher life form. He's on rocks, climbing on the rocks. Okay, whatever. Race does not exist. Okay, here we go. He's talking about race does not exist in this one. So this is something I want to go. And then we're going to find something on systemic racism. So based on something...
We should smoke.
And yes, based on something that does not exist, right? I think
Bonsai house.
That's the most interesting thing.
Heard this.
Supposedly...
It's blander than Havarti cheese.
Something that doesn't exist, and yet so much hatred and bigotry and discrimination has been based on this thing that doesn't even exist. It's not even a real thing, but... Alright, Cyber, I'm ready. No lower regarding kingdoms. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Billy. Billy. Dave. Tula. Token Tony Z. Tell that guy to watch the Italian slur you with your slurring. Don't do it.
What a ridiculous question.
Cheers,
you and I know that not only is there no such thing
rings.
as a Chinese or an Asian or Native American race, you and I know there's no such thing as race biologically. But that brings us to the 1854 California Supreme Court case, People versus Hall. Now, this case can tell us so much about the arbitrary nature of race in our country and also about the preservation of whiteness. Now, everybody nod with me, even if you don't remember the history. In 1848, gold was discovered in California, and the next year, California was admitted to the United States as a free state. And the gold rush not only attracted thousands upon thousands of people from across our country, but also from around the world, including thousands of immigrants from China. And over the next few years, those Chinese immigrants were not only subjected to racial discrimination and racial bigotry, but also racial violence. In fact, in 1853, one of those Chinese immigrants, a man named Ling Sing, was murdered by a white man named George Hall. And the next year, George Hall and his legal team filed an appeal. Now you have to understand, in 1850, the new state of California passed a law that barred any testimony from black, mulatto, or Indians in a court of law against or for a white man. Now this is critical because that law didn't say anything about testimony from a Chinese immigrant. But the Supreme Court in California actually ruled that people from China or people from Asia were the same race as Native Americans. And they went so far as to say that anybody who wasn't white was a degenerate race. Now you have to let that sink in for a second. Because this isn't just about arbitrarily deciding whether someone else is a race. This is about the preservation of whiteness. And of course, that racial bigotry set the tone for the 1882 Chinese Exclusion Act that barred Chinese labor for the next 60 years, set the tone for the anti-Asian bigotry that would plague the United States when Japanese Americans during World War II were forced to live in internment camps. My friend, the case People versus Hall is critical to understand the arbitrary nature of race and the preservation of whiteness in our nation.
I wonder how much more stuff he's got on this. Let's find a systemic racism video. What is systemic racism in America? And this is how long of a video? 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And then this one is 4 minutes and 4.5 minutes.
Tula Tetro.
This one is 4 minutes. This one is 29 minutes. Systemic
Ben Herson. Bitcoin pumping.
28.9. My God, bro. Good eye, Ben Harson. Thank you. Holy moly, 862. The 997 is the high right now. And we are at it. We just hit it, 997. It's going to try again, 961, 958. Let's do a short video first. And then we'll go back.
You might think racism in the U.S. is really a case of a few bad apples. A racist cop here, a so-called Karen there.
Right.
A leader of a white supremacist group. You know, people who deliberately hate. But we can't blame racism in America on just a few bad apples.
Almost hit
Think of our nation's
29,000.
problem as more like an apple pie with the racial injustice.
Harmony 1
baked
took off,
right
guys, with
into
everything else.
every aspect of our society. Meet Ebony and Emily, two American
That
babies.
40,000's about
one
to go
black,
way up.
One white. Born at the same time, same place. But Ebony will not get an equal slice of the pie. And that starts from birth.
Almost $2,000.
Because of her race, Ebony is
Enoch
3
YU
times
Beaslen
more likely than
420.
Emily to die in
Taking
the
a fat
hospital as
dab for you, son.
newborn
Cheers.
if her doctor is
Hashtag
white.
NLRC.
And once Ebony and Emily go to school, while both girls occasionally misbehave, studies show they won't face the same punishment. Ebony is 7 times more likely than Emily to be suspended, and 4 times more likely to be arrested on campus. When the two girls grow up and apply for jobs, odds are fewer employers will call Ebony back because she has a black-sounding name. And even though Emily and Ebony will get the same college degree, once Ebony is hired statistically as a black person, she'll make an average of 25% less than Emily. So why didn't Ebony get an equal slice of that apple pie? It's because systemic racism is built into our country's DNA. In the 17th and 18th centuries, wealthy white men needed land, so they took it from indigenous people and then forced blacks into slavery. To justify using blacks for free labor, the whites in power promoted a myth that blacks were inferior. And as Seattle-based author Ijoma Oluo points out, our nation's institutions, politics, and policies were designed against the backdrop of that money-driven lie that black people just weren't as worthy or as capable as whites.
Our school systems were built around this, our economic systems are built around this, our government systems were built around this. And it is simply that things were designed to uphold this story, to uphold this exploitation.
And even though slavery ended here more than 150 years ago, the racism that fueled it persists in systemic ways today. White Americans now hold 85% of this country's wealth. Black Americans, just over 4%, and Hispanics, just over 3%. People of color, people like Ebony, are statistically more likely to be impoverished, incarcerated, and face discrimination in healthcare. Emily may have her own barriers in life, but her skin color won't be one of them.
It's not someone said, here's your wealth because you're white. Here's your status because you're white. It simply means that the barriers that we placed in front of people of color were not placed in front of you. Now, you may have a whole nother set of barriers, right? You may have barriers of disability, barriers of class, barriers of immigration status, so many other barriers that were placed in front of you. But acknowledging privilege is simply acknowledging if we also took that other set of barriers that we place in front of people of color, you would stumble even further.
So even though you may not consider yourself a bad apple, a racist cop, a so-called Karen, or a member of an extremist group, Oluo says you may have played a role, even if you have the best intentions.
Instead of this whole, let's all learn to
56 minutes ago, they raised it.
0.25% rate hike.
While we were live.
Still actively participate in their oppression based on
they
how you
just
vote,
announced it.
Based on
quarter
what you
of a
bring up
point.
in your office meetings, based on where you're
Everyone was
money.
expecting it, and now the market's exploding, bro.
The recipe of the
That's
most
what's up.
American apple pie.
That's what's up, man. Holy moly. So, that was a really good example of systemic racism. I would think that our school teacher friend, Brant Robinson, would probably appreciate that. I'm going to send that to him.
Good. Good evening. Thank you as always for your kindness and for your insights. I hope you'll...
It's so weird the way those videos just start playing automatically. I probably should go into my settings and try to turn that off. That started happening again on Twitter, where videos just started playing.
Afternoon.
Okay. Federal Reserve raises interest rates.
Today, I have breaking news for you. The Federal Reserve has just decided to raise interest rates again by 0.25%.
So he released this 2 hours ago. So this was a while back.
A little bit over a year ago, the Fed funds interest rate was at 0.25.
Bro, this is really good news, man. Holy moly. Here goes Bitcoin at 28,900. It looks like it's going to try to go up again. Is it going to get through 29? Harmony's at 1948. I wonder how much more good. Huge move coming today.
Back to another video. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, if you guys are live, welcome to the stream. Now I start the stream 5 minutes early because Bitcoin is seeing some pretty heavy price action. Now I'm going to jump into the price of Bitcoin because we have seen a lot, right? We've seen a lot. Of course, the past couple of days I wasn't able to make a video because I've had so many exams. Actually, guys, it's been crazy. I've been just doing exam after exam. It's a pretty stressful time in terms of school. You know, unfortunately, I still have to go to school, right? Can't just do crypto, but one day, hopefully one day, that'll be perfect. But Bitcoin is seeing a nice pump now. Of course, there is a lot of volatility during FOMC. So today, I'm going to be going through a bunch of stuff. So we're going to do some nice TA. We're going to have some nice conversation. We're going to go through the FOMC live meeting. Now, Bitcoin is approaching a very, very critical level of. Let me switch to, okay, there we go, perfect. If we do that, Bitcoin is approaching a very critical level of resistance. Okay, so we're at 28.7K. Now, this is a critical level of resistance. Let's see if we're trying to break it at the moment. But guys, remember, I don't trade the day before or the day after news events.
We might do it right now, guys.
There is a lot of volatility. Now, if you watch my previous videos, you won't actually recognize this channel. What you'll recognize
986,
is
man.
I have 3 levels of resistance, right?
999, we're going to do it. 29,000, we did it. We did it.
And one at 28.
There it is, 29,000, guys.
It's the exact same. I just extended
live on the Nays Garden show, on the Nays Garden podcast. I bring you the 24-hour high of Bitcoin right now.
Same situation. Now, what we've missed out.
Matic is at $1.
Super sad that I couldn't make a video.
We got to see it. Harmony's going up. It's at 1953.
It was super exhausting. I had like
back-to-back 2911.
I had 2 hours and 2 hours, and then I've been revising the past couple of hours also. So it's been very exhausting. But this was beautiful. This was absolutely beautiful. This was a very, very nice bearish continuation on the 1 hourly time frame, which we add over here. And what would have been super, super nice was we had some resistance at this level. So I would have personally taken profit at this 28.2K level, and then we would have taken profit at this level at 27.6K. Now, this would have been a perfect trade because as you can see,
not me. I just leave my Bitcoin in there, and it's all worth a lot more now.
Nice
Why are you doing that?
After testing,
I'm not taking my stuff out.
This would have been absolutely amazing. However, I hope you guys can see how important just these, well, let's say these four lines of support are. Well, resistance and support. This line of resistance, this line of now support, this line of now support, and right over here. These are the very, very critical lines of that we should be looking at. These are the very critical trend lines that you all should be paying close attention to, right? Because we can just also be trading these ranges as a close reference, right? We could have opened a short when we broke here down to this level of support. Then once we broke above here, we could have opened a long position to this resistance. So it's important to not just rely, of course, on me or other YouTubers. What's also super important is that you conduct your own technical analysis.
It's important.
So once you
it's not important.
Of course, tune in. It's very, very nice to see what other traders
are looking at. It's like my biggest pet peeve, man.
And then just absorb all this knowledge.
It's not important.
Continue
you
watching
lazy
YouTube
fuck.
videos. Right, I wouldn't want you guys.
You don't get to do that. It's not fair. Everyone else has to say important. So do you.
This is what will set you apart. You know,
no shortcuts.
Starts off by learning, and then you start to only follow your own technical analysis. But of course, guys, don't forget where you learned from. it's an honor to be making these videos for you guys. But let's look back at the technical analysis. So what we're going to do today to the guys just joining,
971.
We will be, actually the FOMC will be announced in 15 minutes. So we're going to be looking at the FOMC meeting live. So we're going to be watching the meeting live. We're going to be looking at, of course, technical analysis. We're going to be going through some of the questions that you want to personally ask me and a bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to be asking you guys one thing, right? Please do leave a like.
Negative 10.8 right now.
Let's get this stream above 400 likes if we can do so. That would be absolutely amazing. And guys, if you want to check out my other socials, you can scan that QR code over there. I post on Instagram, Twitter, etc. A bunch of other places. Now, we're still trending in this range. And what I'm going to look at right now is actually I want to look at what the interest rates are right now looking to be announced at. So if I go to the CME FedWatch tool, we can see that last time there was a 93.6% chance, I believe. Now this is reduced to an 86.8% chance that we see a 25 basis point increase. So this would be super, super nice, right? This would be super nice. It's okay. If we see the 20, it's usually bearish news, right? But the reason why we're seeing a small little pump over here is, of course, because of volatility. Now, on the day before, day after news events, there's always volatility on risky assets such as Bitcoin. So it's not personally a good time to be trading, but because I'm just a swing trader, I like to swing trade. I like to do these, 1 hourly updates just for you guys for video purposes. But I'm personally a swing trader, and I found that swing trading is the best form of trading for myself. Looking at the daily time frame, right? Executing trades on the daily time frame, weekly time frame, right? Mostly weekly and daily. And then looking for the 4 hourly time frame to see exact targets to be longing or shorting at. Now, personally, what I like to do is, if you are a beginner, right? I funded this account just a couple of days ago with $1,000 to do this 1,000 trading challenge with all of you. So if you'd like to use an exchange, personally, try out Bitflex. They are a brand new exchange, right? You can go to the link in the description below, and in fact, to convince them to give up to a $2,000 deposit bonus.
I wonder what he's got his $1,000 up to already.
So it's very nice because Bybit will require KYC by May the 8th, and I know you guys don't like KYC. So if you use this link, it would be absolutely amazing. If you're a beginner, it's just so easy to trade. I wish I had this, exchange when I started off, because you just make an account, go to derivatives, and boom. And the perfect thing is they have conditional orders, which is always super nice, because you can set your orders from before, and you won't have to worry about it. So they're a new exchange. They're developing very nicely.
And you won't have to worry about it. So no worries.
What I personally like to
say
is that always diversify your risk in terms of exchange, in terms of what you hold. So whether it's an exchange, whether it's a cryptocurrency, always put your eggs in different baskets. Don't hold all your money in Bitflex. Don't hold all your money in Bybit. Don't hold all your money in Binance. Diversify what you're willing to risk on an exchange, what you're willing to risk as a position on the exchange, and then keep what you're not willing to risk or what you're not willing to open a trade with on your cold wallet. But it's always super nice to have different exchange accounts, different places, because if one of your exchange, what if like tomorrow Binance goes down and then you can't access your funds? For example, Binance, if you watch my video, I think it was like a month ago or so, they paused all withdrawals for like 4 or 5 hours. And if something like that happens, then you still can trade on a different exchange. That is why it's super nice to diversify which trades you're using. And I'm personally looking at this, like, it's super nice for beginners, and you can scan that QR code to get up to a $2,000 bonus. But that's it, guys. Let's jump back into Bitcoin, because that's what we care about. Now, the time is right now for me 9:49 p.m. I'm going to be going through your questions before I jump into it. So let me see, what questions do you guys have?
968.
Okay, so nothing crazy.
982,
if you have
guys.
any questions, drop them at the
29,000. Here we go. There it is. 11. 15. There it is. That's the high, guys. 40. Holy moly. 67. This is
good
breakout, guys. Breakout.
Short term for the price of Bitcoin, because
Let's see if Ethereum gets up above
if we see this 25 basis point increase,
1900.
It looks like the rumor is
2910
that this will be the final interest rate increase. It will be the final rate hike.
All right, it's back under. It's back under. Ethereum's climbing
in the short term because, of course, if they continue
Ethereum's
to
got
raise
$8 to go.
rates, then banks come under more.
We'll have that
and more
support.
pressure.
That $19,000 support will be
more and
beautiful.
More pressure. Then
Here
what
comes
happens
Bitcoin again,
is
guys. 29.
The problem is
38.
We have these crazy interest rates
66.
that collapse. Now, of course, now
55,
you're saying, well, isn't it good
62.
for interest rates to increase? Well, yeah, pretty much. So it's actually a win-win situation for the price of Bitcoin. But we saw JP Morgan buy out First Republic Bank, which is why we saw a bit of a reversal over here. Because of course, when the banking turmoil news, the FUD goes away, then Bitcoin sees a dump in price. So this is the thing that we need to watch out for. Now, the Federal Reserve, we're going to watch it here. We're going to watch the meeting live on this live stream. So it will be very, very nice. And it will be super nice because we're going to be seeing all the volatility that is happening on the price of Bitcoin. Now, before we jump into that, right, I want to look at a few altcoins. I want to look at Bitcoin. And we discussed these important levels, right? We have the important level at 28.7, 27.6, 26.6, and of course the 29.1K, which is the famous level that we've been discussing for a very long time on this channel. So these are the levels that we want to see a break to open a potential position. But of course, I'm not trading news events. Now, if I look at a more macro chart for Bitcoin, now this is the daily chart for Bitcoin, and I really like this chart. Because the reason why I really like it is we had this massive bearish divergence that formed on the price of Bitcoin on the MACD. And of course, this played out very, very nicely as we fell down, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I like, swing trading, because you can, it's much less stress, much more accurate, and you don't have to be in front of the screen all the time. So until the lowest point, we got a 12.9% trade with just that bearish divergence. And of course, you could have traded down here because we have some nice support at this 26.9K. So what happened was, right, we fell down, we held support at the EMA ribbons, then we bounced back up, right? We tested the previous support of this ascending parallel channel, and then what happened was we got rejected very nicely. So what is happening now? What can we see now? And I'm going to drop to this chart again. If we see a reversal, which would be I think, in my opinion, what would be very, very healthy is that Bitcoin drops back down to this 27.6K, sees a very nice rebound, right? We should see a very, very nice rebound, right? And then
Bonsai
we
House.
A very nice double
I bought some ginseng.
This would be super bullish.
It's
and will
imported.
take us back to 29.7K potentially. So
it's
I think this is what's
imported.
healthy for Bitcoin.
It's
so let's see.
important.
Currently, we have a nice trend line forming. We have
Oh,
a
you
very
wanna go
nice trend
outside?
line forming right over here. So this could turn out to play ascending triangle, which is of course a bullish pattern. And if this does play out, this could take Bitcoin to, let's say, 29.1K first. But the way I would be trading this, right, I'm not going to trade today. If you want to trade, you can use Bitflex. It's nice because you can set a conditional order. But tomorrow, right, let's see what happens after the interest rates are increased. You guys may like to trade them, I don't. But what you can do is we can trade the break of the 28.7K level with a very short, right, with a very, very short stop loss. What we can do is if I get my longing position tool, if we long at the break of this over here and we put our take profit here, if you guys want to take this, scalp trade, we want a minimum 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So if you we could do it here. Of course, there's a high chance that you could get stopped out, but this is the only trade that I would take, just with a very low, with a very, very low stop loss if you really, really want to enter a trade like this. So this is what I am looking at for Bitcoin. No way, guys. Did you? Wow. Someone donated $5. Frank, you are a legend. You are absolutely legendary. Thank you so much for that, man. It's incredible. Oh, Da Vinci's also in this live stream. Hey, Da Vinci, bro. So basically, what Da Vinci, I'm gonna get to Frank right now, but Da Vinci and Carl, they are in Bodrum right now. Da Vinci, are you still watching? Bro, it's incredible. Thank you so much, Da Vinci, for joining. Dude, I recommend, if you guys need anything in Bodrum, by the way, immediately let me know. I'll help out with everything possible, so just let me know, Da Vinci, if anything is happening. But also, check out the marina in Yalıkavak. It's beautiful. They have beautiful restaurants, Da Vinci. Go there, you love it. Check out the Mandarin Hotel, and yeah, man, it's super, super nice. Thank you so much, Da Vinci, for watching.
Bonsai
You guys are
House.
absolutely amazing.
He
Hopefully
donated
next time we
6x
can
worth
travel
of money.
together. It'll be super
Legendary.
nice to say hi to Carl from you, bro. All right, so what can we do is, let's see, let me go through your comments.
You wanna go outside?
So just if you guys have any other
All right, I'll be right
comments,
back,
let
guys.
me know.
I'll leave you
Carl
with the
Vinci
Crypto
and Turkey.
Kid,
Okay, so
Cyber.
Frank, what do you think is going to happen? Big pump, then down. It's all-time high. Okay, so personally, right, you asked for a Bitcoin bull run prediction. Now, this is the chart that I really like to look at for the Bitcoin potential bull run situation. So if I go to this chart, it's called the Bitcoin rainbow chart. It's super nice. I really like it. Now, what this chart is telling us, it's actually drawing logarithmic patterns. So we're seeing a logarithmic increase. That's what this chart is called. But we also see, right, we also see an allocation of halving. So when the Bitcoin halvings took place, right? So that is very, very nice. So we saw after every single halving, we can see that Bitcoin had a major run. So after the first halving, we saw a run in 2014, then boom, we faded away. Then after the second halving, we saw another bull run, and then we had a small little relief rally. After the third halving, we had another bull run, and now we're seeing price dropping. So I think, right, the next full-fledged Bitcoin bull market will naturally, looking at this trend, we can see it after the fourth halving in, end 24 into 2025. I think that's what's possible. But what's also possible, in my opinion, is that we can see a mini relief rally like we saw last time, right? So that's also possible in my opinion, and that is what I'm looking at. But the critical level for Bitcoin to break above is this prior swing high at around $31,000. If we break $31,000, if I just quickly jump into the weekly chart for Bitcoin, then my next target is going to be, if it loads, our next target is, of course, there is some pretty important supports along the way, right? So there is some pretty important levels of resistance we need to watch out for, such as 33K. Then we've got the 37K. So it will just be a bumpy road towards there. So 31K could have even been the top. It's very likely that 31K could have also been the top. So I would definitely watch out for this. So now we're seeing a mini little price reversal on Bitcoin, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? There's just too much volatility for my liking. Like, look at this wick. It's crazy. But basically, the interest rate should be out in 3 minutes. So this would be super awesome if we do see the interest rates, hopefully if they do not, right? If they do not increase it by 25 basis points, that would of course be crazy. But let's see. That would be incredible. Okay, so let me go through your comments. Da Vinci, you are an absolute legend, guys. I'm sure if you have some questions, Da Vinci will kindly try to answer some of them, because Da Vinci is a legend. And if you have any questions for me, do also let me know. That would be absolutely perfect. So 2 minutes, the FOMC will be released, right? Again, Pepe Coin. Actually, I want to have a look at Pepe Coin, because Pepe Coin has been the biggest, right? The biggest meme token since Shiba, since all of these things. Now we're seeing like Wall Street Bets coin. Like, it's crazy. The meme coins are having another run. I don't know what's your take on it. I don't want to say anything negative about meme coins, because the problem is I know a lot of you guys love meme coins, unfortunately. But the thing with this is, I'm going to quickly explain you the psychology behind meme coins. So as you can see, right, we have a lot of zeros on this particular meme coin. And what happens is, exact same thing happened with Shiba, because I also thought the same, but it was wrong, of course. Because it looked very cheap, it looked like it had a lot of potential to go up. So what happens is people go and buy this because it looks super cheap, but the reality is, look, we already have a market cap of almost $400 million. So even though it looks this cheap, it doesn't mean it can go to $1. That would be super, super unrealistic. So it's just meme coins. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. Someone can dump it like crazy. It's just, I'm personally staying away from it, but I don't know what your guys' takes is, and I hopefully you won't be angry at me, but let's see. What is meme coins will always do well because you can buy a lot. Exactly, you know, it's just the psychology behind it. It's the psychology behind it, really. You know, because you can buy a lot, you feel like you will become rich. But anyways, this is what I'm feeling like. So 1 minute, and then we will see the FOMC live. So let's see what happens over here. If I jump into, okay, it's 10 p.m. for me, so it should be starting right now. And I'm gonna refresh the Federal Reserve because they do stream it over here. Perfect. So let me go to over here and we can watch it. Okay, I don't know what this is. Let's wait for another like 2 minutes. They usually start like 2 minutes after, and then we will continue watching the stream, the press conference. So if you guys want to track economic data, what you can do is you can go to forexfactory.com. It's super nice. You can see all the economic calendars and what's coming up, and you can prepare yourself prior to what's happening. So at 10 p.m. my time, you can arrange it to your own time. You can see what's expected, what it actually is. So it's a very nice learning tool if you want to use it. It's called Forex Factory. No shape or form am I affiliated with them. It's just a very nice tool to use. So we will first see the FOMC statement, then we'll see the federal funds rate, and then we will see the FOMC press conference happen half an hour after this. Okay, so I think it's released. Yeah, so I think we've seen the increase by 25 basis points. So it has been released, I believe. Just chat, can you reassure me if that's the case? Because this happens to me every single time. Yeah, it's been released. So the Fed has hiked it by 25 basis points. Of course, this was what was predicted. We saw that there was an 86.8% chance that it was going to be a 25 basis point increase. So that is exactly what happened. So I'm just going to tweet this out very quickly that we saw this basis point increase, and now we're seeing a little bit of a correction, which is absolutely normal. Because, you know, all the situation with these is, if you guys are new, there's always a buy the rumor, sell the news situation. And that's why I don't like to trade the day before, the day, and the day after. And guys, Carl is here too. Wow, this is crazy. My two favorite people in the world, Carl and Da Vinci, is in the live stream. Guys, say hello to them. Let's smash up this stream to over, I don't know actually how many likes we're at right now, but let's smash it up to over 400 likes. Carl and Da Vinci, I hope you guys are having an awesome time in Bodrum. I have so much FOMO, you can imagine, but I have to do exams. Unfortunately, I have a lot of exams. This is why I wasn't able to update you guys a lot as often as I usually do. I had like 4 hours of exams, and then I had to study for another 2 hours. So it's pretty hectic. But guys, you know I do not like to trade these events. But it's a very nice platform to trade for beginners overall is Bitflex. And you can set conditional orders here. It's super nice. Again, don't have all your eggs in one basket, right? Have some of your funds in Binance, OKX, have it in different exchanges, have some in Bitflex. You know, it's nice because if Binance goes down tomorrow, then you know you still have funds in different exchanges to trade with. So that's why this is a lesson that I've learned, right? You can get up to actually $2,000 in bonuses if you use the link in the description below. So that is absolutely awesome. So check it out. It's nice for beginners for sure to use. And the best thing is there is no KYC yet. So this is perfect because Bybit is implementing it on May the 8th. Now, Bitcoin is not seeing a heavy reaction at the moment, but let's see. So what we can see is for the guys that have just joined, we're seeing an ascending triangle form on the 4-hourly chart for Bitcoin. Now, if this, well, actually we can fix it up a little bit so the wicks are more touch better. So there we go. Okay, so we have a perfect ascending triangle forming on Bitcoin on the 4-hourly. Now, we didn't react so much because it was majorly predicted that we were going to see a 25 basis point increase. Now, what's super important is that what happens at 10:30 my time. So there's always a press conference. So it's actually in 26 minutes. Whenever there is a press conference, the Fed chair, you know, says like, God, it's so funny. It's actually super funny. He says like, oh, we're seeing some inflation is dropping, or inflation is going up and it's going slower than expected, or it's going faster than expected. that's when we see the actual volatility. We actually see more volatility during that press conference than we see it when the interest rates are announced. So be careful. Don't, in my opinion, FOMO into a trade at the moment.
Bonsai
because
House.
It's just too much
Super
volatility
imperative.
on the way. So just don't FOMO, in my opinion, right? So that's all I'm gonna say. But of course, nothing in this video is financial advice whatsoever. It's just my own personal experience and TA only. So don't judge it. It's okay. You can absorb this TA knowledge and then apply it on your own charts, and that's the way to real success. So it's 10:05. We still have 25 minutes left, right? So let's have a look at Ethereum, because we haven't looked at Ethereum in a while. So of course, Ethereum follows Bitcoin pretty much. We had a very nice bullish divergence actually a couple of days ago on Bitcoin alongside this
Bonsai
descending
House.
triangle that I
Look
talked
at his
about
cute little
on
Hitler
the
stash
video
and armpit
as well.
chin.
So this is absolutely perfect. We
Mike
broke towards the
Pasquarello.
upside. This bullish
What's up, bro?
divergence was super nice also, which fueled a massive increase on Ethereum. After that, right, we had this huge symmetrical triangle. We had a little bit of a fake out, right, which is absolutely fine. And then we crashed towards the downside. Now, the thing with fake outs is, right, it's always nice to have two conditional orders for a symmetrical triangle because it is a 50-50% trade, right? It's a 50-50% technical pattern. So if you have two conditional orders, if one of them hits your stop loss, then the other one can make up for it and make profit too. So what I'm looking at Ethereum at the moment is we could be forming, for some reason my brush isn't working, but I'll try to explain it more visually. We can see a double bottom, hopefully, right? If this double bottom happens, if we see a fall back down to the $1,811 level, this is not confirmed yet, it would be super nice because it would be a very healthy double bottom and it could take us higher back into the $1,900 levels again. So let's see, let's have Da Vinci's leaving. Da Vinci, thank you so much for joining. Of course, you are a legend. Thank you so much for joining, Da Vinci. Guys, hit a buy message in the replies for Da Vinci. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy your time in Bodrum with Carl. I hope you guys have so much fun in the hotel opening. But thank you so much for joining, Da Vinci, and I'll see you, of course, very soon, bro. Take care, man. I don't know if Carl's still in, but if Carl, you're still in, then perfect, bro. But if you're not, if you have to leave also, see you as well. Now, what is happening? Let me check the chat. The chat is going crazy, everyone. It's incredible. It's insane, actually, as a matter of fact. But let's see. Let's jump back into Bitcoin. Let's see if Bitcoin is doing something crazy. Leave your recommendations in the live chat right now. I can go through some of the altcoins that you guys want me to go through at the moment, because I have nothing else to do. So if you have any altcoins that you want me to look at, this is your opportunity. Go to the chat right now and let me know which altcoin should I look at. So let's see, we have some coming in right now. In the past couple of videos, XRP was a huge recommendation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to XRP and I'm going to have a look at what's going on XRP USDT. Now, the thing is, right, I've never really investigated this entire SEC deal with, XRP and everything. God, I don't know why. The internet's a little bit slow, of course, because of the live stream. There we go. So I've never really investigated the entire situation with the SEC, with Ethereum, with SEC and XRP and Ripple, and I've not really looked into it too much. So the only thing that I'm going to do right now today is I'm going to be looking at the technical analysis aspect of it. That's all I'm going to look at. I'm not going to talk about the fundamentals about XRP because, to be honest, I'm not an expert at it. I didn't have the time to go through it and do the necessary research. But I'm going to start off with the daily time frame for XRP. So this is also a nice way to show you how I actually begin analyzing my charts, right? We're going to actually start off with the weekly. I always like to start off with the most macro chart possible, and for me that's the weekly chart, right? On the weekly chart we can see this forming very clearly. So if we go through, and of course for Bitcoin and any other crypto asset, because it's open 24/7, we always need to touch the wicks. So we always need to use the wicks for drawing out patterns, and there should of course be always more than 2 touches on the trend line. That's how I like to conduct my technical analysis. So this is what we can see. Some may argue this looks like a bearish continuation pattern for XRP, and it could take us potentially lower, right? This is what it looks like. And we did see a retest to the resistance over here, and we're seeing a very nice bounce rejection towards the downside. So we're at 45 cents right now for XRP. If I jump into the daily, let's have a look at the daily, right? So let's have a look at what is happening on the daily time frame. It looks like we're having a smaller bearish continuation pattern form also on the daily chart, which is actually looking like it's about to break towards the downside. So we do have some pretty important level of support right over here. So we have a very crucial level of support at the level we're at right now, so the 44 cents level. And if we break below this 44 cents level, then I do believe we can come back to the support of this trend line over here, back to 36 cents. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay, you guys have been dropping some altcoins, so let's see what, okay, let's have a look at Doge. Let's go ahead and look at Dogecoin, because it is something that we have been looking at. So this is Solana, by the way. Before I jump into Dogecoin, I'll have a look at Solana, because Solana is forming this bull flag on the weekly time frame, and this is the only thing that I'm looking for Solana. If we see a break above this bull flag, then it will be super, super bullish for Solana. We had this huge head and shoulders pattern right over here, which we broke down massively, right? And guys, always keep this in mind. The higher the time frame, the more accurate the TA. So don't go into like the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart. These are not going to be accurate. The higher the time frame, the more accurate your analysis. So always measure higher time frames. This is super, super important. So this is Solana. This is what I'm looking at Solana. Let's have a look at the EMA ribbons. So currently we're also retesting the EMA ribbons, and they have been pretty critical levels in the history of Solana. So we will have to manage to get above these EMA ribbons. Otherwise, if we see a rejection, a strong rejection again, we can come back to these lows at $9, which is not looking good whatsoever. So what is FET? I don't know what FET is. Can you write the full name of FET? And then I'll be able to have a look at it for sure. So it's actually 10:11 p.m. We still have around 19 minutes for the entire meeting itself. So I'll have a look into, let's have a look at one more. Let's have a look at Dogecoin for now. So Dogecoin, I don't know which my Dogecoin chart was, because I already had a chart for Dogecoin. So this is my Consensio. Maybe it's in my markets one, but I had already a Dogecoin chart. So Dogecoin USD, maybe it was on, you know what, it's fine, we can analyze it again. I don't really mind. So we're on the weekly chart right now for Dogecoin. I'm gonna get rid of the EMA ribbons for now. Fetch AI, okay, there we go. Okay, Fetch AI, I'll have a look at it, no worries. I'll have a look at Fetch, no problem whatsoever. Just, is it on TradingView, or is it on like DEX tools or something? Let me know. Let me know if it's on TradingView, and then we'll have a look at it. So the immediate thing that I'm seeing on Dogecoin at the moment is this huge triangle, right? And it's looking very nice to me, because we see multiple wicks retesting the support and resistance of this triangle right here. This is looking at like a very, very nice triangle, as a matter of fact. I really like this triangle. Yeah, it's very nice. We can see multiple wicks retesting it, and it's on the weekly time frame. So this is actually a huge pattern, and it's literally on the verge of breaking, right? So it's on the verge of breaking, and this could be a huge move, right? It could be a huge move for Dogecoin. Now, the only unfortunate thing is that this is an ascending triangle. And if you, as you guys know, ascending triangles are pretty bearish. So the fact that this is a bearish pattern, it's okay, because we can always see break towards the upsides from the ascending triangles too. But this could be a huge move, like a huge move, like huge move. Or hopefully it's that, but there is also, of course, a chance that it's this too, especially because it's an ascending triangle. Now, if I add I don't have my Bollinger Bands here, but I'm sure the Bollinger Bands are also beginning to squeeze because we're seeing some consolidation in price. Now, how would I trade this, right? That is the most important question. How would I trade this? God, this would be incredible. But of course, we do need some boost of fundamental analysis, like Elon Musk doing something with it to see a huge move at the same time too. But in terms of the daily chart, we can jump into the daily chart too for Dogecoin, and that would also work nicely as well. On the daily chart, we see this support over here. So if we break down from the support with good volume, then we can come back down to the 59 cent area as well. That is possible. Not even 59 cents, 5.9 cents. So that is possible too. So this ascending triangle is not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. All right, so what should I look at? What should I look at next? Guys, leave a like, right? Let's leave a like right now, right? Let's leave a like. Let me see how many likes this stream is on. So according to that, how many likes this stream is on, then I will look at the next one. So before I get a chance to look at how many likes were on the stream, let me know, right? Leave a like right now, and that will be perfect. Let me see. Let me give a target for us. So if this stream hits 250 likes, currently we're on 224. If we can hit 250 likes, then I will look at 2 more altcoins. But, right, this stream needs to hit 250 likes. So I'm going to jump back into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is seeing some very nice price action over here. Now, if you guys are just joining, again, we talked about this formation of this ascending triangle, which is pretty nice. I really like how this ascending triangle is looking like. So, by the way, guys, for Dogecoin, my mistake, this is a descending triangle. Oops. I know you guys are going to roast me in the comments. My brain is honestly fried.
Good. I'll take over. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I took my dog outside and had to handle some stuff. My neighbor's doing some yard maintenance outside for us. And, wow, Bitcoin's at 29,100. Oh, Ethereum hit 1,900, guys. There we go. That is some really good signs right there. Oh, hell yeah! Mark found my drone! Yes! Yay! He found my freaking drone, baby! Damn yeah, baby! I got this badass freaking drone. Hey, Ice, what's up? Mark found my freaking drone, dude. I was like, man, it's in a little case, man. It's a badass little drone. It's all folded up inside the case. See that? That's the drone, the white thing right there. I'm like,
oh, nice.
He's like, is this it? I'm like, that's it. You found it. He found my freaking drone, man.
Bonsai House. Was it lost?
Yeah, man. You know, Dino and him started packing up, and it went into a freaking box. And I was like, dude, I just want to know where that thing is so I know which box it's in or whatever. We can ship it separately, which would probably be even better if I just have them ship that out to me right now. But yeah, I was real happy to see that, man, to see that. So, yeah, that's going to be fun out here. Get some killer drone footage of the springs. Or the fish swimming, bro, just going over and flying over. And you'll be able to see shit underwater because it's so clear. Oh, man. 29,100 Bitcoin. You guys, I don't know if you're sharing in this with me here or not. So there it is, 29,091, 1903 Ethereum. This is just amazing lightning bolts of energy. Hey, bro. Yes. Yes. No, I want you to mail it to me, man. That would be awesome. I was thinking maybe the drone.
Hoot and howl. Good to hear I'm making more money.
If you put it all in one box, you know, you could just mail me the drone and. Cool, man. Well, yeah, I mean, you said in a while you'd be able to do a U-Haul? Okay.
Bonsai house.
Hold on one second.
Mark put crab salad in the box too.
He says Mark put crab salad in the box too. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, he would get here, I'm pretty sure. Right. Wow. That the titles to the cars and that little electronic device that was, yeah, there's that little black, it's a little black thing in the fire safe where the, hopefully we're, it's a fire file, yeah. Everything's great, man. As normal. Oh, really? That'd be great, man. Awesome. Right. From what he knew, as far as he knew. Yeah, maybe. That was what he was told. That's crazy, man. Right. Come up off the thing, yeah. Yeah, take some responsibility and man up. Oh, wow, that sucks. It's been beautiful here. Yep. Okay, excellent, man. Okay. Cool, man. Take care, brother. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Wow, this Bitcoin is crazy. 29,156. Let's see, 1964 on the Harmony. Let's see, where was it? Was it 41,904? 41,904. 41,904 is now 42,208. So we've gone up $2,000 in value on our investment just from the Harmony. Just in this live stream. "50 feet of landscape membrane." That stuff's great until the weeds break through it, and then you're like, man, why did I even put this shit down? Biomesh. Ugh. Weeds look at that and say, just makes me stronger. Snap right through it. Like the little Incredible Hulks. 29,143 Bitcoin, man. Psychotic. We've been live for 3 hours, believe it or not, folks. But we covered this explosion in the market. We covered it live. Right here, man. You saw it happen here. Oh, of course my mouse isn't working. That dude's got a big head like a DJ. He's got a big head like some kind of a supersonic DJ. Supersonic DJ. He's having relations. He's having some relations there. But tree roots won't grow into it. It's a bonsai. Must. You. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
You want to smoke?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm packing.
Can you ask my cat to stop meowing at me? I guess I need to feed him.
Ollie, stop meowing.
Do you hear what Cyber just said to you? He said stop meowing. I can't let you out because you know who's gonna flip. I just sent shipping instructions to the wrong mark. It's so funny. I was like, scratch that. He's like, I was gonna say, man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. He just got these two fragmented sentences that made no sense to him whatsoever, and he's like, that's like another language to me, bro. I have no idea what you're saying. Cool. All right, not girl egger. Let's do cherry pie, and I'm gonna feed this cat.
Do that.
That'll make him happy. I'm sure he's out of food. You want me to feed you? Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Billy, Hoot and Howl, and Token, Tony Z, and everybody else in the chats. Thanks for tuning in. There's a whole bunch of you here, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I hope you're enjoying watching the stock market explode live on the show. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
I meant crypto market.
Bonsai House. I think I just learned that I'm allergic to hard labor. My legs hurt and I'm tired.
Look at the doggy. His little place. Special place. It's so funny. My dog's up on the couch next to my mom. So, do we think this is going to last? No. Do we think it's going to crash all the way back down again? It usually does, doesn't it, when it does something crazy like this? And the reason why is because people trade, man. This is a lot of this inflation in price. This is people buying so that they can sell it when it gets to $29.2 or $29,190, you know, or when Ethereum hits $19.10, you know, or Harmony hits $19.70 or whatever people lock these trades in at. And those sales start going through, and, you know, luckily right now Bitcoin's still going up. I can't freaking believe it. There was a massive inverse head and shoulders, followed by a pretty big regular head and shoulders pattern across the board. But it's, you know, that federal announcement is the fuel to this fire. And that federal announcement was, the prediction was that they were going to announce 0.25% increase in interest rates, and that's exactly what they did, and that's what helps keep stability. Was what's expected to happen happens. That makes investors feel very comfortable. So this might help the economy. You know, this could be a huge boost that they did this. I have a feeling the housing market's really going to suffer. You know, people do not want to pay these high freaking interest rates on home mortgages. You know, and that's mostly who it affects. It's trying to retain that 200, but it doesn't look like it can, man. At 201. If this is a reconsolidation at 201, it'll be insane, bro. Nope, it went down to 191, so that's quite a fall. Now 180. $20. That's huge. Might have been a reconsolidation. Do you think it can keep going up? I wonder what happened to old Pepe. Pepe's up to negative 5%, guys. Pulling in the bottom here. There's a reverse cup and handle. Wow, 2 reverse cup and handles, guys. Look. Cup, handle. Cup, handle. 2 inverse cup and handles. Boom. Straight up. Remember that. That was over a 24-hour period. So we're getting a check mark, guys. And that's might be the second check mark. There already was one, you guys, halfway up. It was right here. It could be a repeat and keep going. Harmony is at 1962, which is where I think it was been. Basically not moving anywhere. It got up to 1969. Ethereum got up to 1915. Matic got up to 101.79. It's at 46 right now. Cardano got up to 39.61. It's at 39.53. So those are very close to where their 24-hour all-time high is. Well, 24-hour high, I should just say. 29.181. 174. Nice, Cyber. You're like a gymnast and an acrobat. And a parkour.
Yeah.
Parkour. Parkour. Up. Parkour. 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 Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Oh goodness. It's like a force field. There's
but I will be able to go through.
Oh, nice.
Bonsai house. Eggs are up to 29.81.
Dude, why is that so fucking loud? What the fuck? I got it set on 1. This fucking Microsoft Windows 11 sucks so bad. Fucking knows. 29, 199, 195, 50. Come on, 29, 200. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. It's uncheck marking. Let's see if it does it. It's nowhere near as low as the last check mark now, man. That's a great sign. Less of a retest. So remember what Crypto Kid said. He said 29.1 is a level that Bitcoin has a very hard time getting past. He said if it can get past 29.1, it's probably going to keep going up. So this 200 is a very important mark right here. We're at 199.40 right now, guys. Back down to 191. It's trying to get through 200. The fact that Ethereum's at over 1900 is really good. I want to see Binance stay over $1. Cardano get to 40 cents would be great as supporting cryptos here. Show some strength, man. That 40 cent mark is important on Cardano. 39.61, 39.62. Bitcoin 192. $193. All right, let's check our let's check out what's going on here. Dude, can you believe this? What is going on here, man? Bro, look at this move. This was psychotic.
Bonsai house. Idacy. This would be the second or third time this year it passed 30 only to fall back again. That's 0 for 2.
I don't see a lot of support from the other cryptos right now, man. It's not good. I mean, I don't know what's going on here with this chart. Oh, here we go. Cool, I can move that. We're just gonna see. There's been a ton of volume coming in. Oh my god, man. Look at all the volume that just came in. 8 minutes of straight volume so far on Bitcoin. $19.68 on Harmony One. It's at 3%, and Matic is at 3.8%. It's over $1. It's looking good. Cardano's got to make that jump, man, to 40 cents. Ethereum's got to go higher than where it's at 1907 now. It's been there for a while, and it's like stagnated and starting to go down. It's not good. Something's up with Ethereum. But here comes Bitcoin, 199.80. 200, there it goes. Let's see if it busts through. No, not
Hoot
yet.
and howl. It'll be a good year for crypto. The U.S. financial situation, I believe.
What? There's a bear, there's a bear.
Oh, wow.
Where is it?
He went down into the,
Oh, I see him,
do ya?
Yeah. Oh, look at him. Oh my god. Oh, he's beautiful.
I know.
Hey, you. Hey, bear. Look at him just sitting there. Damn, man. He's just sitting there.
Bonsai house. Watch your picnic basket.
Oh my god, he's right there. Yes. He's walking through those trees there. I might get a better view over here.
It's exciting, isn't it? No, Carlos, there's a bear outside. You don't want to go out there. There's a big. What, honey? You want to cross the road?
He's gonna cross the road. I'll get him when he crosses the road.
Okay. Just be careful. No. Here comes the dog.
Bonsai house. Ha 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 ha. Nays trying to screw with a bear. Ha 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 ha. Smart. bonsai house. And he was never seen again.
We got bear. I went bear hunting, got me a bear. get a better view over here. See? Oh, yeah. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, yeah.
Bonsai house. Watch your picnic basket.
Watch your picnic basket. Where is he? So remember, Willie Bragg tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. He's always fun, so. Where is he? Oh, yeah. God damn, dude. This is one of my favorite videos, dude. So beautiful. Oh my god. Where's the pause on this? Can I go full screen? Full screen. Pause. Okay, here. Alright, check this out, guys. I'm going to set this up for you. Wait, no. I don't have to do it.
Bonsai house. Why should Willie brag tomorrow? Seems modest to me.
He's quite modest.
Other than the hair.
That's funny. Alright, I guess this is widescreen. But, regardless, looks widescreen to me, which is actually pretty cool. Watch this video, guys. This just happened. Where is he? Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that badass, bro?
It is.
Oh, Mom's like, there's a bear outside. Look at the head on that thing, man. Oh my god.
An idea.
Boom. I love the way he turns and looks at the camera. Let's see if I can brighten this up a little bit.
Just strolling through the neighborhood.
Wow, look how much brighter I can get this.
Bonsai house. That's clearly a goat.
That's clearly a goat.
Bonsai house. Yup, Billy Goat.
All of his feet look fine. He looks like he's in great health. Nice and big, dude. That thing, I don't know. What do you guys think he weighs by looking at him? He's over 300. He's got to be over 300 pounds. I'm thinking 350 maybe. He's a big boy though. He's tall. Damn, he's cool to look at, man. I'm so glad I captured that. Photography's cool, man. Bitcoin didn't do anything while I was gone, I see. 29,267. 1915. Alright. 1970 Harmony we got.
Hoot and howl. Hard to tell in video, but it looks every bit of 400.
You think he's about 400?
Bonsai house. I'd say about 15 stone. Looks like a British goat.
Huh. Wow, man, that bear turned and looked right at me and my neighbor. Like, alright, you're far enough away, I can keep going. Oh my god. Oh my god, Alex Mashinsky's trending. He's blaming Sam Bankman-Fried for the collapse of Celsius. He's such a piece of shit. Dude, fucking Mashinsky's a thief and a liar. Wow, dude, what people are saying about Alex Mashinsky. Absolute degenerate, narcissistic, sociopath piece of shit. I hope he beep in a long end. Beep.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did, because I almost called you today, but I got tied up in something else and I totally forgot. Oh, okay, well, yeah.
Bonsai House. His last name is a pet name for a turd, so.
Okay, you know, I'm fairly loose most of the time. I mean, I have, it so happens that I have plans on Friday, this Friday. But I'm pretty loose. I can almost do anything. Oh, how nice. Uncle Chuck. I know, isn't that exciting?
Yeah, whatever. This has been going on for a year and he's just now fucking talking about it. No thank you. They're like, Alex Mashinsky's finally come out and given his side of the story. Why wasn't he out speaking on it a year ago? Did it take him this long to come up with his freaking his bucket of straw?
I believe it's starting now. I think it's already, yeah, which makes so much sense. I don't know what took them so long.
God, all these people fucking defending Alex Mashinsky. John Oliver just aired a segment on Alex Mashinsky. I want to watch that. I'm going to retweet that shit. If you follow me on Twitter, you can find these videos. I'm at Nays Garden. Dude, Mom's going to be pissed if I let you outside. She doesn't like you going outside. I don't blame her. There's bears and deer out there, dude. Both of them will kill you. There's a deer. There's two deer right there. Coming in the scene right now, just as we speak. And this camera doesn't fucking work for whatever reason.
Yeah, I talked to her, as a matter of fact, last week she called. We keep in touch, but no, I haven't seen them. If they come up, I have no place for them now. Just the one other bedroom, and it's a queen size bed, and they can't sleep in a queen size bed. They need a king, and believe it or not, it's a miserable bed.
Oh, they
Bonsai House.
already walked over here.
Harles is like a lone California roll to those bears.
Harles is like a fucking pain in the ass. Sitting there meowing at me. I know I just fed his ass. I know he just wants to go outside. There's 2 deer back there. Those could be the 2 deer that always come back here. It's like a couple, a boy and a girl. One of them just went across the creek.
Yes, I know. Okay. Absolutely, I agree that we should make a night. Oh, that's my niece calling. No, I don't. I have, no. She can leave a message. Okay. I know, it's scary. Okay. The week of the 15th, I have Friday. Monday and Wednesday I work out, but I can still do.
My mom's like, Monday and Wednesday I work out. What a badass.
Thursday, the 18th, I have a manicure, pedicure. I'm done usually by 11:30ish.
Bonsai House. I'd love it if a bear popped out of the creek and got a deer. Metal.
Metal. Metal.
Let's do Friday, Marilyn, because I have nothing on Friday, okay? Okay.
How cool is that?
That's lovely. Yeah. Does it? Okay, I think that's what your friend's been doing now. Are they people who are sick? Are they sick?
The cat is just chilling. Looking out the window.
Oh, I see. So it's not. Oh, okay.
Oh, there come the deer. Back up the embankment there.
Assisted living. Assisted living. Yeah. What? Uh-huh.
Bonsai House. All of a sudden cocaine bear comes tearing through the woods and slashes a deer, sending Bud across the yard and then taking 3 days to eat it in front of you. Yogi don't give a shit.
It would be so funny if when he turned and looked at us, if we'd said, "Yo, you want some Coke, bro?" Or we could just overdub him saying to us, "Yo, you guys got any Coke?" And then we're like, "No, bro." And he's like, "Psst," and keeps walking. That would be pretty funny. All right, Harles, I fed you, so I don't understand what this is all about. Yeah, I don't I don't get it, bruh. I don't get it, bruh. You're just meowing at me, bro. It's like, I don't know why, bro. You know, bro. Dude, I gotta watch this Alex Mashinsky video on my Twitter. Oh my god. I can't because it's HBO. I can't watch it on here with you guys. Fuck. Ugh, whatever. Dude, there's another deer right there. Don't fuck with the deer. Okay? Don't go fucking with the deer. Comes another one. I believe it's a deer. I saw something walking into the creek, but it looked really low to the ground. Dude, what the fuck was that? I don't think it was another deer. Oh, it is. It is a deer. Here it comes. It is a deer. Okay.
You've probably got more room in that apartment than most of the villas have. That's exactly right. No, that's the living space is certainly right. Exactly. So what? Yes. I know they are. Yeah, I agree. Have you heard anything else, any more about whether they're going to be building some more or not? They are for sure.
Dude. I know where that bear was walking off to, man. He was up to no good.
Bonsai house. You need to shoot one deer. Just pull a Josh and say the deer attacked you with a weapon. Self-defense.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Josh.
We'll go with the child, so maybe
All right, you guys. So we've been live for 4 hours. I think that's good. You guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to do a late night show, but if I do, then I'll see you tonight. And if not, thanks for watching, and come find me on Twitter, because that's where I'm at. I'm on Twitter at Nays Garden. You guys can find me right over there. I'll be putting up videos and stuff. All right, bye guys. Thanks, Cyber. Take care, everybody.
No problem, bro.